What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all doing well. The jump scare should be there. There it is. And we are in round one of the tournament. So it is going to be Chaos Dwarfs for us today. And let's go ahead and do it. All right. We're playing against Tzeentch with the Chaos Dwarfs. And it is going to be the Dreadlord Anticity. So going to be very scary. Likely going to be going into the pits in round one, which is fine. Because then if we can win in Submarine the rest of our games, then I think that is a great success. And there we go. Could I Destroyer every game? Oh, God, that's such a bad idea. All right, so I'm trying to remember this matchup in general. It's been a while since I played it, but I guess let's figure out what map we're on first, and then we can go from there. All right, maps. Let's go ahead and pull those bad boys up. He's going to be first to ban on the maps in round uno. Okay, so he's banning Carcass. Crystal Lake and the Arena. So Crystal Lake is, yeah, we could do the Arena. Do Arena. Okay, so we're going to play the Arena, which is one of our new maps. It's a very, very fun one. He's checking something on the roster. Extra evil. And let's party, man. Let's party. All right, so checking here to see. Anybody have a buy round? Okay. Sec, guys. Was it? No, I'm just doing that because there's less echo if I have this open. All right. So let's see what we got for round one. It's going to be Tzeentch. And yeah, I did see the new trailer. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was fun. All right. Just looking through some of my builds that I have for this matchup. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we played this one. Yeah, I think that's a little bit risky. Yeah, new trailer was fun. New trailer was fun. Absolutely. You don't want the blocker. You don't want to look at James Hetfield. He's already ready. His army's already good to go. So, very, very scary. 1 second here. Okay, perfect. So let's start working on our build. I think front line is going to be some chaff units. The Arena is a map that has a lot of mobility. It's a style, so the three objectives are going to be side by side. Nurgle hits me hard right now. I hope you feel better, man. Hope you feel better. I love my Sweet Prince. Yeah, is Wookiee your Sweet Prince there? I love it. Yeah, he's a majestic creature. He probably has a build saved or a style that he wants to practice today. That'd be my guess as to why he's not switching it up too much. Wanted to join the tourney, but my head is pounding. Sorry to hear that, man. All right. So let's get you, and then we're going to get sneaky from here. So Zoltan is kind of an interesting idea with his net and the Lamassu, but I do think some of the combat characters are a little bit better. Okay, and okay. And then pretty much the whole roster does magic damage, so I think that's not going to be very good for us. Yes. Okay. Blue horror spam, it could be. We could see blue horror spam. It's certainly within the purview. Trying to think about what we could be dealing with here. What sort of scary tricks he might have. Knowing Ent, it's going to be a mobility style, but it could be anything really. Yes, you pretty much always max out on hobgoblins in reserve. I know he's a big Forsaken enjoyer. Those are usually his main go-to in terms of infantry. So probably going to be seeing a lot of the Forsaken. Imagine Wookiee being a sleep paralysis demon. Yeah, it's okay. Other elements in the builds. A lot of the standard Chaos Dwarf stuff. Yes, and let's get some View Chads in there. And then I think Kadai Fireborn are really good in this matchup. Granted, like, they kind of fulfill a similar role to the Iron Demon, right? Now that I think about it, yeah, the Iron Demon and the Kadai Fireborn both do very similar things. Okay, so we got two of those. So Centaurs of Tzeentch. Okay, we got to worry about Changebringers. Changebringers are a bit of an issue. Could just get like a cheap Lamassu to chase around Changebringers, but I think with various artillery and guns and whatnot, we could probably handle that kind of stuff. All right, so you guys are there, looking good. Let's cut you guys. Get some Dawizar infantry. Yes. Chaos Dwarf armies are so funky like that. It's like, it gets elite so freaking quick, you know? Mass Changebringer, Screamer spam. That would be pretty funny if it was Mass Changebringer and Screamer spam. I think we could potentially fight that off. It's hard to say. All right. So we got you guys. Everything's looking pretty good here. And, yeah. I like this build. It's very straightforward. Very simple. I feel like we're going to need a little bit more capture weight somewhere, though. What are the Iron Demons actually good against in this matchup? They're kind of weak against a lot of things, aren't they? Yeah, a little bit on the weaker side. But Iron Demons in general are just such a freaking menacing unit. All right, and then we get 2 chaff units and call it a day. Yeah, good luck, have fun. Let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how this freaking goes. So it begins, the great battle of our time. Let's crack it open, have some water here. So we're playing Ent first round, #1 player in the world right now. Going to be very tough. But on the bright side, even if we lose, it gives us a very good tiebreaker, which is going to be good. Hey, Poker, you discovered the channel through the Total War Warhammer 1 tournament, got hooked on that content. Keep up the night. Hey, always, man. And get ready for some Dawn of War 4. That's going to be very fun. Tzeentch does have a fair amount of anti-large doctor. Yes, that is correct. So I'm going, like, sometimes it's very easy to get in a mindset where you psych yourself out and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do the safe build. I'm going to try and experiment because of somebody's unique playstyle, but I'm going to go with the old style Chaos Dwarves, which is just Death Shriekers killing single entities and also being very good against other things too. We got Astro Chad. Fireglaive is going to be back on guard duty. We have our Skirmisher Corps who's going to zip up here. And then we have the Death Shriekers 4 and 5. All right, and you're just going to kind of AFK right here and guard these guys. Going to play Admech and tabletop. Yeah, Admech's going to be cool. I think they have Imperial Knights in that, which is really rad. I don't know, of the 4 starting factions, I'm thinking about like which one will probably suit my style best. I don't know. Orcs and Admech do seem like they're going to be very micro heavy. You know, squishier units, higher numbers. Space Marines I think will be the most forgiving for kind of old man playstyles. So, in Space Marines also in the Dawn of War 4 demo, they have very much a like a turtley playstyle. Like you call down offensive bunkers and hammerfall bunkers and like turrets and things like that. Yeah. El Gordo has forsaken us. El Gordo here probably isn't the way. Anyways, wow, he's got a very small army, so that's fine. And we are going to get our Death Shrieker here, and we're going to get you back here. Set up the Fireglaives like so, and you gremlins are going to move out there. Okay, so here they come. We're going to go ahead and do Spray Fire and Spray Fire, see if we can get any value. And keep our Skirmishers at the ready. So the guns need to be in the back here, and we will go trade. Okay. So we'll go for this, and the rockets, red glare. We're going to get a volley, but we're going to want to switch here. Yeah, switch and switch, and now we're going to get you guys shooting after the big chicken. And see what we can do. All right, so we got the fire glaives at the ready. Blue fire's coming. I guess it's going after my skirmishers, which is fine. And we're going to try and wear down the big man. Now in the backfield, we're going to call in another Infernal Guard fire glaive. There we go. And the rockets are going to shoot the chicken, but at this point we need to go ahead and stop, hold fire, and tell them to stop. Okay. We'll see what he decides to send forward. We're going to try and waste the chicken a little bit. We do manage to hit it with a rocket, which is fun. And now we can go ahead and do you and you. Start going after this man here. Grab that objective and call it a day. All right, so next up, another fire glaive is going to come out. So we're going to get you moving up here. Great, so we do get that objective. And homie's going to pull back and just use his shields, basically. So we just can wait, grab this objective. You guys grab that objective. And we just play a very defensive posture here, basically. This is going to be the idea. It's hard to get through those damn shields, though, man. It really is. Okay. Yeah, there's the Shrieking Sky Rays. Let's run underneath them, see what kind of value we can get. We are going to get a big points lead on him here, which is nice. Let's go ahead and call out some Hobgoblins to help us grab that outside point. We're going to keep following these guys for now. He's using a shitload of magic to kill my skirmishers, which I'm actually okay with right now. I think we just play very defensively with these guns and keep chasing the Shrieking Sky Rays here. He's going to call out like a Centaur of Tzeentch or something here in a minute, so we just need to retreat. We've gotten some okay value. We've gotten the objective advantage. It's going to be coming up for us here in a moment, and we're going to get another Hobgoblin to come out too. Pull you guys back, and great. So now we just need to see what he's going to do. Yeah. All right, how are we looking here? Yep, we see the skirmishers, so we need to go waddle them off the point, Run over here. Astrogoth is just going to chill out, and what do we have there? It's the Blazing Squealers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So he's holding on to the 1 point. We're going to go ahead and do a little something, see if he wants to actually take a charge here. Astrogoth could go over there. I don't hate that idea. We do manage to get a little charge on him, which is cute, but he also returns the favor. The artillery can really only cover the middle positions effectively, but we do want to get our clutches on this objective there. All right, so he's coming. There he is. And let's get you guys to charge there, pull you guys in. Astrogoth's going to go that way, and we do see the big boy coming. Yeah, he's on his way. All right, so now we're going to do this. We're going to move you guys over to the middle a little bit in the meantime and reposition. Yeah, getting some okay damage, kind of cute. And we're going to pull you in. Charge on these guys. Go there. And are these guys going to move up? They are. Okay, great. So when they start moving and get like actually aggressive, we can really, really lay into them there. All right, so our skirmishers are chasing his skirmishers. We do have the triple cap, which is what we want. The value is totally a deceptive situation here. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to pull you guys back and just let our little trash units continue fighting there and keep our skirmish corps bouncing about. Is there anything trying to make its way to my backfield? Doesn't look like it. And we can call in some Kadai Fireborn now to move up and contest the field a little bit. Okay, those are Chaos Knights? I don't think so. Okay, so we can just hold on to the middle. That's going to be the game plan. We have the Death Reekers shooting the big boy over there. We're already getting it down kind of low. Everything we lost over here is relatively insignificant. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so Kadai Fireborn are coming. He's using blue fires on things that we're not too worried about. We're going to go get this, and we're going to go send some goblins up to that point as well, just to try and hold it. We're playing a very, very cagey game here, and we do get another couple rocket strikes on the big man. So now we're going to go spray fire mode. We're going to go ahead and start shooting at the Blazing Squealers, and we're going to go ahead and put down a little AoE on them too. All right, so that's looking pretty good. So far, so good. The Blazing Squealers are going to get cooked by our Flamestorm there, and the Kadai can come in and help out against them. Now we do this, and where is this? Why can that not shoot? Is it tied down by something? That was some weird shit. Can I not click on the chicken? Is he immune to being clicked on? Ooh, that's maybe a bug. Okay, let's get the rocket, and okay. I cannot target his chicken. Maybe it's because it was in the wrong mode or something. Very weird. Okay, let's pull back. He's going to try and cheese my lord. So we're going to do this and this. Retreat back here. Pull these skirmishers in. Let's get these Infernal Chad Fireglaves moving up to the middle. We can keep one back here on guard duty. And we're going to retreat back. All right, the rockets are coming. You guys maneuver this way. Now what we can do is we can call in you guys to move up there to the middle. Continue skirmishing. Get you guys going here. And he's trying to target Astrogoth a little bit. We do boink him with 2 rockets, though, which is great. So All right, back you go. Infernal Chad Fireglaves can start ripping shots here. We have the side objective, and the chicken is running, so now we can switch the rockets onto these guys. You guys go here. We do get a big guard salvo right there, so the Infernal Guard able to get some huge damage. Ah, he tried to get me with the Book of Secrets. That's pretty fun. Yeah, you gotta love the old Book of Secrets forbidden plays. It's always a good time. Okay, so rockets are gonna keep trying to nuke these guys down. Let's pull you back. And we're gonna take our mobility over here and try and start grabbing this point. In the meantime, get our little skirmishers up. They can absorb the initial charge, and we're just gonna hold this point. Yeah, one of his guys is almost dead. Let's get these Infernal Guard to go here, and Astrogoth can go there, and let's get our skirmishers to go there too. So we're gonna use the Black Hammer of Hashut. Hopefully just get a wipe on these guys. We're gonna call it another Fireborn here. And now we have Changebringers. Okay, so we need to cook those Changebringers right now. So we're gonna get the rockets shooting at them. Get the Fireglaves coming over here, and see what kind of damage we can avoid there. So one of his chariots is almost dead, and now we're gonna go ahead and rotate over to this side and start playing these objectives, basically. That's gonna be the idea here. Okay, so Hobgoblins get back. We haven't really lost much, and now the Changebringers are gonna be getting rocketed in the face, which is gonna be very, very good. We have these guys to protect the Deathshriekers. These guns are going here. You guys go here. Flamestorm is at the ready, and so far, not too bad. I mean, we're up in value, but it certainly doesn't feel that way. All right, so on the other side here, we need to play the objective game, so we need to get some more dudes coming over there. His army is very raggedy. We've almost got the Changebringers down. This side's going to go to us. The Fire Chads are going to wait. We're going to go here, get you guys ready. You guys intercept like so, get you guys back, and then we can do a little flame stormage right on these guys, which is going to be nice. All right, so we need to finish off those damn Changebringers. So we're going to get the guns, try and rip into them here, get you guys over there. And if we can knock those guys down and still be in decent shape afterwards, then we're going to call it a victory. All right, so Changebringers are just about dead. Very, very close to dying here. He's trying to snipe Astrogoth a little bit. All right, let's call in a Chorf Warrior here, keep Astrogoth running. Thankfully, he's a pretty tanky boy. So that thing is down, and now we can switch on to you. We can try and polish off this guy here. So we're going to put one on you and one on you and try and just finish both those guys off. See how that goes? All right. So, yep, let's get you guys on the Blazing Squealers, call you guys in here. And, yeah, we have a lot of his stuff very low, but, like, killing it is a different story, right? I think that was some Centaurs of Tzeentch over there. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you guys stack, you guys stack. Just kind of keep it nice and friendly here. All right, so moving there. We need to use our rockets. We're not, like, in an urgent situation, right? We need to turn you guys about face, pull the Kadai back, and just keep using these Deathshriekers. Just keep feasting with them. All right, let's get the guns there. That guy's almost cooked. His army is very raggedy, but, you know, I'm taking a surprising amount of damage, too. So there is that. Okay, back you go. Fireglaive is just going to shoot at you. Let's get Astro Chad to boink him in the head. So that's one character down, and these Fireglaves can try and rip a shot on you. And let's get in and see if we can get a little boinking with the Hammer of Hashut. Maybe we will. All right, so these guys are snared for now. The guns are going to start shooting. We can rip shots at this guy, try and finish him off, or maybe the other one because he's going to die from the rocket. Yeah, he's down. Cool. So let's get some shots, and once we finish the big beastie, I think we're kind of cooking here. We do see 2 Centaurs of Tzeentch coming out, a very annoying unit. Nothing we can't handle, though, I'm hoping. Okay, and you guns shoot there. Now let's get both of these to go after the, yeah, one to go after Aeson, one to go after you. I think we gotta share the love. Let's get the Fireborn on top. Cool, and what we need to do now is call out Bull Centaur Renders to hold the side point. We need to make sure we don't lose that. All right, so Tzeentch Army ability, let's see if we can dodge that. Kadai Fireborn, or the gun's gonna shoot here, and move you guys up like so. And he's trying to just muscle me off the objective here, but his ammunition's running a little bit low too. Do we push? I think we do. Okay. So you guys move up, start capturing this point. You guns are gonna go here. Let's go both onto the chicken, see if we can cheese him down. It's gonna be very, very strong. We have engaged over there, and the Kadai can roll over after the Blazing Squealers. We have the big boys coming here, and then we're gonna need some speedy boys to come and help too. Okay, I'm hoping we can win this fight. It's gonna be a little bit messy. I think we withdraw. That's a lost fight. We play the other side. That is 100% what we do right now. Okay, so you guys park right there. You guys get up on this objective, and we just keep rocketing him in the face. That chicken is getting very, very danger low. It's very, very danger low. Okay, so on this side, that's going to be Centaurs of Tzeentch being called out, so let's just get chaff units to come up and help. These guys are on the way here. The bull centaurs can come to the middle. We can abandon that side, and we can just start playing here. So those rockets, if I can finish off his giant goose, then that's going to be pretty backbreaking. I think we'll be in good shape. Let's rip some shots here and see what he decides to do in the backfield. Astro Chad can come back here with the Flamestorm if we need to. And, cool. All right, so you form up. You shoot here. You shoot here. You shoot here. These guns are going to shoot these guys and get some good value. And the chicken is continuing to eat your rocket shots in the face. So for now, that is quite good. Let's move you here. Do we have anything rallying over there? Not really. Okay. So let's just get everybody up to party. They took some good damage. Chicken is still in okay shape, but I think we can hold the middle here. With the Bull Centaur renders, I think we're in pretty good shape. All right, so pulling back, pulling back. Chicken eats another rocket, but it looks like he dodged it. So those dodges are coming in very, very clutch for him. And do I keep shooting at the chicken? I think we put one on the chicken and one on Aeson to tax his micro. Let's get you over there, you here, and he's still trying to get Astrogoth. It's going to be hard, though. It's going to be very difficult to get Astro. He's a beast mode character, that is for sure. All right, so we're going to get a Flamestorm going right there, cook those guys up. We do manage to hit the chicken again. Okay, Fireborn, get in there. You guys get in there. We get a huge Flamestorm right there, which is pretty good, actually. Manages to hit a whole bunch of units. And Astro Chad is just going to keep floating about and living, hopefully. That is going to be the idea. All right, so he did AFK micro 1 unit back there, which is nice. And now we need to get on the Changebringers. So the Changebringers, we need to use the last of our ammo to come after them, basically. All right, are we getting freebies over here on the Centaurs? We are. I don't really have anything to stop the Changebringers at this point, though, so it's kind of scary. We're going to try and boink down the big man before we break and hold on to this point. Yeah, Kadai Fireborn doing a good job. Let's get you guys coming over here to go deal with that. And these guys can shoot at the Changebringers as well. And hopefully we'll have enough ammo to finish them off. If not, you know, probably got to start calling in some skirmish cav again. So we're going to do this and this. Yes and yes. And you guys are going to come up and go after the Changebringers because they need to go. That's the one unit that really carries Tzeentch into the sunset. The Changebringers, man, they're so nasty. All right, so we're going to unsummon you. Got a shit ton of value off that. Bull Centaur Render's going to move in. We may just need to use the dreaded face to foot style. Thankfully, we do have one gun still online here. Got a little something something online. All right, and we will call out what we can. So you guys move up. We hold this point. Mostly skirmish cav. I mean, his army's very beat. If I can just establish my guns, I think we'll be chilling. So we're going to do this, this, and this. Get these guns coming over to the middle. And we're going to unsummon you in a second. And as soon as we can get those Deathshriekers back out, we're going to be cooking. It's just going to be a minute of weakness, basically. All right, so let's put you guys in group 1. Keep blasting here. I mean, could I? You know, our demon's made of fire. So if anybody was born to eat some fire, it would be them. He's going to try and probably do a push here. If I can range those guys and take them down, though, that's pretty clutch. All right, so back you go. You guys move in here. Let's get our skirmishers back. Get you guys up. Pull you in, and in you go. All right, so I do have another Flamestorm opportunity, so we're going to drop it right in the middle of his army there. You guys are going to do this and get ready to fight. Astro Chad can help out. We'll do a Cascading Fire Cloak on you. And yeah, we just got to fight there. It's going to be ugly, but somebody's got to do it. Okay. So his army does get a little folded there, which is nice. Can we call in a Deathshrieker? We can. So we need to get the Deathshrieker in again and start shooting at the Changebringers. We got to finish those guys off. Managed to get those guys down, which is good. You guys go grab this point. You guys can come here and help. Let's get you guys moving up. And outstanding. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. I mean, I think we're in a good position right now. Changebringers are almost dead. Not quite. The Giga Chads they're able to hold. And now we're going to get some more skirmishers out. I think we're up on points. It's really close, actually. So we need to hold on to this. All right. In you go. Yeah, Kadai and company are holding. Eating a little bit of firepower there. Need to break those damn Senties of Tzeentch if we can. If we have anything on this point we can bring over, yeah, just laborers. It's Mighty Morphin labor in time. All right, so the Changebringers, do we just let them feast now and just kind of ignore them? We have some guns. Let's get online, start shooting these guys. Astro Chad's going to lurk over there. Bull Centaurs are capturing that point. Let's get back up and move and just call in laborers at this point, or just speedy boys, yeah. All right, do I have enough for a Flamestorm? I do not, but I am holding the capture weight. I'm holding priority, yes. I think we got to go for the chicken. Try and break his back. Hey, Pumpkin Knight, thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, keep the Bull Centaurs over there to threaten that. The chicken is very, very low. We're going to shoot the Changebringers with what little guns we have here. Astro Chad's low. I can't really afford to lose him. I think I got to be very, very careful here. All right, so you guys are coming. The Bulls are going to go grab that. He doesn't seem to have much left on the field here, so we're just going to pull back and be very safe. Oh, rocket on the chicken. All right, we got the rocket on the big old chicken boy over there. So we're gonna do that. All right. Cool. And how are we looking? Let's call in one more skirmisher. Put him in group 1. Keep value trading here. And the rocket, I mean, oh my god, that thing has like no HP. It's insane. All right. So we're gonna keep rocketing the goose down. Astro Chad is still being a Chad here. And, well, you have to remember a lot of my value I have against his army is against his Protoss shields. So Tzeentch does have the shield mechanic, so a lot of it is kind of like false damage, which is, you know, very, very troll. You got to watch out for that. So we're going to try and grab this point back, make sure he doesn't get it. Yes, and do we have any skirmishers? We're going to get the side point here, so I think we're cooking. I think we're pretty safe. You guys move up, you do this, and let's get the rocket to shoot into the chariot, man. That's got to be nice. He's basically cooked here. It's just a matter of time. All right, so you guys go up. We've got the side point, and Astro Chad is going to eat that charge like a champ. Hopefully not die. We're going to use the Black Hammer of Hashut, get in some of the Dawizar infantry, and yeah, we have the side point too, right? So I think we're good. The chicken is dead. That's right. All right. We're going to see if we can close this game out here in a minute. We're just going to call in more. We're going to pay the premium. You guys have captured this point, so now we're going to rotate you guys to the middle and try and capture this. We can leave the Bull Centaurs just to chase and fight. And Astro Chad did unfortunately get karate chopped there. So we're going to need to re-secure a point in the middle. Astro Chad had a great run though, man. He was a really, really mighty fighter indeed. Okay, come in there. He eats a rocket straight to the face. Let's park you guys here, park you guys here. He's going to try and flip that point, but I think we'll be able to get this one in the meantime and further consolidate our lead here. The rocket will eventually finish this guy. Okay, let's get you in there, get the capture weight. Anything on the side? Coming to ninja my shit? I don't think so. All right, still got it, baby. Still got it. Still got it. Old man still got some fight in him. That was a scrappy-ass game. Holy shit, just all the Tzeentch spell kiting and SEs, and oh my god, it was like playing land battle there. Holy shit. GG. All right. GG, dog. Well played. Yeah, so the Infernal Guard Fireglaves were very clutch, obviously, but the rockets carried it. Yeah, like 3,800, 2,800 there. So, yeah, I mean, only somebody of his skill could have drawn out a game in such a fashion where my build, I would say, was favored against his build. Because, like, my Death Freaks countered so much of his roster, but he still made it close. Damn Changebringers are such a menace. All right, GG, well played. That is game 1. So 1 and 1. Now we just have to hope we can avoid him later. That's going to be how that goes. Yeah, the Rockets... Yeah, Rockets are very good. He tends to play SE builds, so, and mobility builds, so the Rockets are pretty good against those. If we rematched it though, he'd probably beat me. So I just have to hope we don't have to run that one back. Hey Turin, how do you see Slaanesh is going to be probably extremely broken on when they get their new stuff. Slaanesh is already like a degenerate faction, you know, and when they get their new shit, it's only going to get worse, you know. No, Christian, no, I don't. All right, so Penguin. There we go. Okay, so let's do this and see what we got here. Getting a buy round point for you. Yeah, but if we ran it back, like what I was worried, I thought you were going to do a wide build ends and to try and like subvert the expectations. You know, I thought you were going to go for like a mass blue and pink and like a wide pushing build like that. I think I would have struggled against that because my front line was extremely flimsy. So I was actually sweating bullets about that. I think the choice of the Kadai Fireborn instead of the Iron Demons was good. No, I had no trains in that build. Yeah. I had no trains in the build. God, his micro, he makes everything so hard. It's like when you play against him, everything, like, most people would just, like, their shit would die to those rockets in mid-game. But no, they're still there in the last moment of the game. Like, every morsel of value is still there chilling, you know? 4K value against Geist Riders, William? Oh, man. Yeah, Bretonnia versus Ogres is rough. I think it's pretty Ogre favored. Although there are some plays, but yeah, it's not easy. All right, guys. So let's do round 2 here. Well played. I'm sure Ents will be back to beat us up later on. And we're going to do this. Okay, refresh the brackets. Waiting on the Big H and India to finish their game. And then we should be good. How am I supposed to live up to... Yeah, you're going to have to face that next. Yeah, he's your curse now. It's like that scene in Beowulf, remember, when he's like, it's not my curse anymore. Yeah. All right. Refresh brackets. Chaos Dwarves are honestly a strong faction. They're pretty good. They're like an upper mid-tier faction. I wouldn't put them in S-tier category, but I would for sure say A-tier. Are you going to proxy the new AO? I don't need to. I have all the old world models for my Chaos Dwarf army, so I don't need to proxy any of those. Yeah, you can rewind back. You can rewind back, Mackie, and watch the games. So, at least on YouTube. Yeah, Slaanesh is definitely like S-tier, right? I would still say even Ogres are like an S-tier faction in the hands of good players. Chaos Dwarves are like a solid A-tier faction. What faction would you recommend for a new player to rank Dom? Norska is really good. Honestly, start learning Norska, because if you can master Norska, you're going to be good at Slaanesh. You're going to be good at most of the other Chaos factions. Like Norska, Khorne, and Slaanesh are all very like similar in terms of how they play. A lot of mobility, really cost-effective infantry. So yeah, you ordered your first models. Let's go. Does the tournament have a favorite player to win? Yeah, I mean, even though we just won, Anticity probably still has the best chances of winning this tournament. If he continues trying hard for the rest of the event, he will probably have the best chances. Because he'll go 4-1 now. He's going to win the rest of his games, and he'll still probably make top 4. Okay, let's do this. And is the round done? We're waiting on Big H and India to play. Let me check. The Big H. Let me know when done. Okay. Yeah, it's Rogue AI from the other day. Yeah, Cathay in tabletop is very overpowered too. If you want to play like a power creep army, Cathay is the way. They've been like dominating the tournament scene. And the models are really good. You guys have seen those, yeah? Games Workshop. Old Worlds. Yeah, Grand Cathay, here they go. I mean, the models are amazing. Like, look at the detail on the Warriors, for example. They're so good. These guys look awesome. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Cathay myself, but I have to admit, these models are great. Like, this is like what should have happened instead of Age of Sigmar, just like new updated Old World models for all the factions. The Gate Masters look super cool. Yeah, these guys are so awesome, man. And then look at Miao Ying is honestly one of the coolest models in the Old World game. Like, straight up. Like, look how good that mini is. It is so freaking awesome. So you get the Storm Dragon, and you get her in human form and in draconic form. I mean, come on. The Cathay Sentinel is obscenely cool also. This thing is rad. Really easy to paint, too. You just dry brush that bad boy, and he's, like, done in, like, 10 minutes. Well, if you just want to rush it, obviously. The Shugengen Lords look really awesome as well. I mean, these are the Longma Lords. Yeah. If they do Kislev, it's on. The wife and I are going to have an awesome Kislev army. Okay. So there we go. Great. So score reported, and we're going to advance the Swiss. Here we go. I don't know if terracottas are good in tabletop. I'm sure they're fine. I don't know. I've never played Cathay Pancake, so I'm not sure how they work. Yeah, I don't know how the transformation works. I assume it's like, at the beginning of a turn, you can choose to transform her, and then, the rest of the actions for that turn will be taken from the respective form. Okay, so let's do this. Goblins, round 2. Good luck, have fun. All right, there we go. So now we have Pontum Claw. So we have the dreaded double Hydra player who just only plays Dark Elves. This guy's a menace, man. Claw, here he is. Ponty, there he is, okay. All right, round 2 is live, everybody. Get your games in. And Vampire Coast. Oh man, I don't know. That you and your partner might be waiting a long time. I don't know if Vampire Coast comes, it'll probably be in Age of Sigmar even. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, for sure we're gonna get Kislev, but beyond that, I don't know how many factions we'll get. It would be cool to get more, but. All right, Chaos Dwarves round 2. The fires of industry burning bright tonight, guys. Coast you could easily make Coast a full faction. You could. But yeah, it'd be a bit of work. Okay. So we got Dark Elves here. I actually am not sure about this matchup. We're going to have to go to the drawing board on this one. Norscan Rise, Eastern Isle Colony, Glade of the Everqueen. Okay. There are some people who just play one faction over and over. I mean, I've been doing this so long. I don't know if I could do that, but okay. So Eastern Isle Colony, Glade of the Everqueen, or Norscan Rise. Banning Glade. Okay, so we're going to be on Norscan Rise or Eastern Isle Colony. My opponent's going to choose the map now. They should add dwarves to the old world. They do. Dwarves are in the old world. You have them. The kingdom, the Dwarven Kingdom or whatever it's called. Yeah. They're pretty cool. Very static, kind of like a less efficient Cathay, I suppose. But, all right, so we're going to be playing Norscan Rise. Rise, Norska, Rise. All right. So I actually used to play this matchup a bit. I think some of it's coming back to me now. You proxy Harbingers of Decay are amazing models. Those things look freaking sweet. Okay. No, dwarves are in Warhammer the Old World. I played against them before. I played against them with my Tomb Kings in a tournament. So it was very, very fun. All right, let's get you guys. As far as the Lord choice goes, I mean, Zoltor is not bad on his mobility beast. But Astrogoth is just such a pimp. He is so good. You saw how hard he clutched that game, right? Like all the flame storms and the blobs and different things like that. He's a machine. Your thoughts about Tau and their models in 40k? They're all right. Tau have not been my aesthetic. Most people who I know who play Tau are big fans of Gundam Wing. That's always kind of the catalyst for those guys. Okay, so trying to decide the build here. We have Astro Chad probably, although maybe I'll switch it. We'll see. Cultist Anonymous. Yeah, that's funny. Ponty's good. Yeah, Ponty's very good. He's a Dark Elf main, and he plays off-meta Dark Elves, but he has extremely high-level micro, so he's very, very good. Yeah, you guys are in for a treat here, I can assure you. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Against the dreaded Druki. He could bring the Hydras. The Hydras are a menace. We all know and fear this man's Hydras. They are world renowned for the terror they cause in the hearts of their opponents. Okay, and then against these guys, I think we need a couple of you guys, and you guys are fine. Okay. He's a very off-meta player, yeah, very off-meta. But he's very good, too. It's, you know, some people meme and mess around a lot, but he has, like, the chops of a high-level player, like, you know, a Sweat Lord, but he plays weird builds. Not always, though. Maybe he's going to try and go sweaty here. We'll find out. Okay, looking good. Yes. And yes, I think that's good there. Can throw you guys into the party. Thinking about the big schemes right now. Thinking about the big schemes. I used to play this matchup a lot versus Boss Toss back in the day. A whole bunch. Thinking of what he could possibly bring. I mean, he could go the Operation Scary Hydra again, which would be pretty funny. I have felt the wrath of his Hydras before. Bolt thrower build inbound, I don't know. Bolt thrower builds are kind of haggard in my opinion because you just get the range on the bolt throwers is so short that, you know, the enemy artillery usually just outgrinds them. I'm not a big fan of those kind of builds myself. You could try it though. Give it a good college try, see how it goes. Yes. I think that's fine. Bring one of you in reserve, switch you to this. Ay, caramba. Such little money. Okay, those guys are pricey, but I think that this is going to allow me to do that. Cool. Game throwers. Okay, this build will do. I think it's got some teeth. Some vulnerabilities, but, well, you know, you always got to take some risks in these builds. Isn't baiting a bolt thrower? Bolt throwers can sometimes win games. It depends. It's a very rare sighting, but they can be menaces. Okay, let's get you guys here. Yeah, I like that better. That's a much safer build. Okay, I just made one adjustment at the very end, which I think saved our butt. Hydras would be okay here. I mean, they could be damage sponges. We'll have to see. Dante, I have been top 5 before on the tournament leaderboards, but that was a couple seasons back, and it was, you know, the thing is I like to play a lot of different factions and experiment, so it's kind of, and also we end up casting a lot too, so to be top 5 now, you really have to grind super hard. Like, these guys have a million tournament wins. Remember a game of Warhammer Fantasy where I played with Chaos Warriors and the opponent was Dwarfs, and the damn organ gun swept my Chaos Warriors. Yeah, I mean, organ guns and Hellblaster volley guns are extremely swingy in tabletop. Extremely swingy. All right, here we go. Norskin Rise. And let's do it to it. I like to just experiment. I wouldn't even call it memeing. Like, I like to experiment with like different unit archetypes and builds, and it can sometimes drag you in the pits, but it's fun. It's fun. All right, guys. So yeah, Hell Cannon is pretty good in this matchup, but I'm going with the dreaded Magmas today. So we have the Magma Cannons. What would be dangerous for me is if my opponent does a hard pushing build. If he like moves right down the pipe with a very aggressive infantry army, I could be in big danger. But if he's playing more of a skirmishy monster-based army, I'll probably have a decent chance here. Okay, let's get you guys. These guys are just going to skirmish to the high ground here and grab that point. Because I didn't bring Iron Demons, I brought some... Yeah, I'm kind of lacking in infantry killing power, actually. It could be a bit of a problem. We'll have to see. Got some blunderbusses, too. I mean, infantry killing power comes from my magma cannons. Let's deploy them a little bit further back and further back just to be safe. And, cool. Yeah, and that's going to be it. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I'm going to give him a second to set up, and then we will ready up. Yeah, organ guns can shoot up to like 30 shots, or you can literally just, like, it can blow up in your face and not do anything. Like, artillery in Warhammer the Old World is very janky, but it can win games. Like, I won a couple tabletop tournaments with... I won one with Chaos Dwarves using a double Deathreek build. And the Deathreakers actually won me the tournament because they bopped my opponent's Ogre Lord on the head. I got, like, really lucky, and it just rolled a 6 and just literally just did, like, 6 wounds to him or something. Yeah, so it's swingy. It's swingy. All right, so what does he have? He's got Marathi there, which is fine, so we're going to move up. Move up here. It is going to be Dark Riders of Shields, which is fine. We shouldn't have too many problems with them. We can even call in a Wolf Rider just to kind of creep up and really make sure we get that point. And the rest of the build is going to just set up here on this. Marathi going to the high ground, but she won't be able to do much against those skirmishers. And we're going to move you down here and move you down here. And we need to send one guy over here to look for shades, because there could be shades. All right, so then we can get these Infernal Guard Fireglaves here. We're going to keep the blunderbusses back here to guard. And the Magma Cannons will hopefully feast in the deep is going to be the play. You've got the foe's victory point. Keep it from them. Don't know where Marathi's going. She's creeping in the shadows here. I mean, she could come and try and harass my backfield, but we'll be ready for her. All right, Magma Cannon Uno is going to go here, and Magma Cannon Dos is going to go right there. Nothing coming out of the woods, and we do see Marathi coming into party, and she's going to try and use maybe a Doombolt or something here. I'm not sure. We will see. All right, let's get the blunderbusses coming as well, and we have our guys hiding in the trees now. So Marathi is being a menace. Magma Cannons are coming, and she's going to have to run away. The Fireglaves will be able to screen her out, so that's the game plan. Magmas are on their way up. My opponent going to let me have a lot of the objectives here. We're going to just do as much damage as we possibly can to Marathi, and here comes the push. Okay, I knew some funny business was going to be coming. So we're going to go ahead and get some of these guys coming out, and the Magma Cannons can now go there and shoot here as well. And we're going to set up shop. Marathi's taking a hell of a lot of damage, but using a, wow, Pit of Shades there. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. Okay. So Lesser Doombolt is activated. He does get one unit. Is it worth? I don't know. Hard to say. So we're going to get Astro Chat in there. We're going to do a little bit of this, and you're going to come in there and attack these guys, and you guys will keep following there in the meantime. All right, so Magma Cannons need to start singing in the deep, so we're going to shoot here, and we're going to shoot into these guys with the Magma Cannon. There we go. Start cooking it up, and we do get a huge blunderbuss shot right there, and another one as well. Okay, these guys are probably cooked. We're going to run him to the back of the map and just start playing the low ground because my opponent definitely has the advantage here. We'll fight the Doomfire Warlocks, shoot them with the bows, and do what we can. Okay. So our Gremlins are holding on to the points. Yes. And the Magma Cannons, we need to start shooting into the Dark Shards. That's going to be the play. 100%. Alrighty. So high ground, what does that even look like? You know, I don't hate the idea of some Bull Centaur renders coming in there. Yeah, we can kite you guys back, get you guys coming in, and Astro Chad can come and help. Magma Cannons are hitting home a little bit. And let's keep the big boys back here, and just generate value, basically. It's going to be the play. All right, so back you go. Looking fine. Oh, he never captured the high ground objective there. That's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate for him. All right, so we need to get on the Dark Shards here and give him the business. We have a big points lead, so we can afford to relinquish objectives for a period of time, actually. And it won't really be the end of the world. And the Bull Centaur Renders are giving the dirty to his backfield here. All right, Doomfire Warlock's coming back in. Let's leave you here. Blunderbuss these guys. Astro Chad doing some nice work. And yeah, the Magma Cannons are doing great. I mean, we're just going to keep unleashing hell on these guys. Shoot there. Those guys able to get some good melting shots. Let's get you guys. We don't even need to. I'm actually going to leave that because he might not notice that he didn't capture it. And so we're using some evil villainous tactics right now for sure. All right, let's get in there. Blunderbuss is doing some nice work. And now we can start rolling in with some real infantry to you know, win some of these fights. Pit of Shades, that was a very nice cast. The Bull Centaur renders, did he get it? I think he's going to notice. So we'll send the Bull Centaurs up there to get it. And then also what we're going to do is send some Hobgoblins up there to hold that. Okay, so in the backfield now. Magma Cannons are doing it. We still have this point for now. Astro Chad is going to do a little Flame Stormage, a little timing one on those guys. Is he going to keep moving? Oh, of course, right when he stops moving. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. Oh, he actually moved into it. Never mind. Ended up being a pretty good little investment there. All right, so Cold One Knight's coming. It's Magma Cannon these guys. Shoot the Cold One Knights there. Blast you guys here. And he is going to get that objective up there eventually. Man, what can you do? All right. So, yep, you guys engage here. Blunderbusses can fight there. And we're going to get some more infantry in the back to come in. But we're going to need a little something on the back point here. Do I have anything speedy that can fight those guys? I don't know. I do not know if we do. But we have gotten some good work on them. And we still are holding points, which is pretty clutch. Okay, so we're going to need to just shoot you guys with the bows and then call in some dudes here to basically fend them off. All right. How's it looking? Yeah, he's on top of the artillery. 500 here, and we get a Wolf Rider. Let's get them in there. Get you guys moving up. And how are the Magma Cannons doing? One of them's in trouble. One of them is in a little bit of melee danger, but should be fine. So we're going to get you guys to come down here. Get the guns to continue shooting at the Elite Cav. And now he's catching up in value, but this is how this matchup always goes. It's always a little bit of this. All right, so let's do that. Keep the skirmishers going here. Were we able to get the Dark Riders offline? Not quite. And yeah, I mean, the artillery's still cooking, man. It's still hanging in there. All right, so these are Doomfire Warlocks. Happy to kite these guys into the sunset. Get you guys coming down there. A lot of Velociraptor Cav. And the Magma Cannon remains. The memory does remain. All right, so these guys will clear. The Blunderbusses are in a bit of a hard fight, but nothing to worry about. Okay, let's keep rotating this way. Yeah, and run. Just keep skirmishing with them while we can. Can call in some dudes to clear out the Dark Riders, and the Bull Centaurs should be able to get on the Doomfires right there. Okay, great. So the Magma Cannon somehow has returned, but Marathi is causing some grief there, so we're going to do a little Flamestorm right there. See if we can do some punishment on the Marathi. These guys pop out of the woods. He has pulled the value back, which is unfortunate, but I still think I'm in a good position. Still feel like I'm in good shape. With Marathi being a little bit low here, we might be able to get the boink with the hammer. Okay, so this side goes to us. A lot of infantry coming in, and one magma. Ooh, Marathi's getting low. Gotta be careful. Gotta be very, very careful there. All right, so you guys move in there. Do this here. You guys have won that fight, and do we have anything that can help our blunderbusses get back online? Maybe we do. All right, so the goblins are chilling. Let's unsummon some of you guys. These are going to be Cold One Knights. Let's get our skirmishers back. And the Magma Cannon needs to start shooting into the Sisters of Singing Doom because they are a menace of a unit. Okay, Marathi's returned. We're getting the side objectives. We're pulling the value lead back again. Yeah, let's get these freaking Dark Riders offline here, although we probably want to just pile you guys in to help there. Yeah, don't need to worry too much about them. We did not get the shot we were looking for there. The side objective is going to go to us. I could call in some guns from the high ground, which doesn't feel like a terrible idea, actually. So we're going to see if we can just get Marathi while he's not paying attention here. All right. how are we doing on the objectives? We have the high ground, pretty safe. Magma Cannon's going to be taken offline. Marathi eats a little bit of a volley to the face, but nothing too serious. And I think it's time to go run down these dark shards. We're going to run you guys down, we're going to run you guys down, and the guns can move up, and you can move up. Yes and yes. And the archers should be taken to Pound Town now. I think what's going to win me this game is I think Astrogoth will win it. I think he's just going to be such a bully that my opponent won't be able to handle him. And the Bull Centaurs are also not bad either. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a lot of infantry, Corsairs, a couple other pieces. Great, so we ran down all those units. You guys go here, great. Let's get these guns up on the hill here. And we have the Sisters of Singing Doom, which what can I call in to counter them? I think we just go here and wreck these guys. Yeah, just play these two objectives. I mean, he's got some Black Guard coming, but who cares about that? We have freaking guns. We can Last Samurai them. And the Sisters of Singing Doom, we could just follow them with the skirmishers, although probably ninja capping this point first is going to be more important. Got to play the objectives, you know. Got to play the points. All right, we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back. Do we have anything back here that has returned? We have some laborers. And now we're just going to park up on the point. Get the Bull Centaurs to come across, fight those Doomfire Warlocks. And Sisters of Singing Doom should lose to Kadai Fireborn. They should have a bad time. All right, so we're going to run into the trees. Nice Pit of Shades from my opponent, but I think we still get it. And on this side, the Black Guard, not going to have an amazing time. We can maybe fully surround them and have a decent trade, actually. We'll see. But that point does flip to us. So now we need to go defend this one. Try and get a triple cap on Homie, really put the stress on him. Fireglaves, Fireglaves, Fireglaves. All right, let's set you guys up. Just plant their feet and just let them shoot at whatever the hell they can see. Shooting at the Cold One Knights there is going to be nice. And we get around the back of these guys and flank them here. All right. So the Chad Fireglaves will be online here. They're going to fight Bull Centaurs. Maybe just switch the shots onto the Dark Riders here. Because I think Astro Chad and his homies here will probably win that fight. Although, I don't know, those Golden Knights are doing a lot of damage. Okay, so he's retreating. You guys hold that point. That's going to guarantee that we get to keep that one. Let's move the Fireborn down here. And we're now getting a good points lead against him as well. Okay. Yep, this fight's going good. We got our skirmishers online. He's keeping everybody out of range. Could call in the magmas again. I think saving up for another Bull Centaur render is going to be the correct play, though. Because they're just so good against all the mobility he's calling in. And he gets that point, but that's a consolation prize. It's fine. All right, let's shoot the Corsairs. And Bull Centaur render is going to be our call. We're going to call it in right there. All right, nice fire volley there. Astrogoth getting the job done. We get the Kadai coming in. And, yeah, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing A-okay. So next up, 1550 for these boys. They're expensive, man. All right, let's get them in there, get them in there. I mean, we have a pretty brutal army here. We need to get our Fireglaves deep set and not, get in a situation where... Yeah, those are Doomfires. We can send our skirmishers to go help. We see him maneuvering up there right now. We'll unsummon you guys. We're going to need fresh ones back in the pool. And the Bull Centaurs, yeah, they're not going to make it there in time. All right, the Infernal Chad Fireglave's just going to hang out, and I think we can just overwhelm them with the Skirmish Corps. The Hobgoblins obviously won't have an amazing time, but what we can do is just send some trash units up there, just waves of trash, to absorb the wounds. It's a lot of HP. It's a lot of HP. So pulling the Fireglaves back so they don't get just swamped. We are rotating between the 2 points. We see the Sisters of Singing Doom. We can send them up there. Keep you guys here, you guys here. And the trash units are on their way. Cool. Next call out. Blunderbuss or Infernal Guard, probably. I think Infernal Guard would be the way. The Sisters have been literally sprinting around the entire map for 45 minutes. We're going to go ahead and send the one that's out of ammo in here. Put them in Control Group 4, and we're just going to charge you. And the rest of you guys are going to rip shots right there on these guys. See if we can punish them a little bit. And yeah. Honestly, not a terrible trade. I mean, that's an expensive unit. Ours are pretty crap, so... I think we might actually even win that trade there, which is cool. Blunderbuss does come out quite a bit earlier. Let's see if we can dodge that. Call the Bull Centaurs back here. They're very slow, so yeah, dodging that was not probably meant for this world. All right, so how are we looking? You guys go up top there. We see some Cold One boys being called in. That Pit of Shades was very, very good, though. It was nasty. That was a nasty one right there. All right, 1,200 for these guys. Hopefully these Chads will hold. And we just need to get to the point where we can win on one, because then there won't be any more shenanigans. You know, it's just gonna be pretty chill here. All right, Infernal Chad Fireglaive. Let's hope he doesn't have any more Pit of Shades. Yes, the Bull Centaurs, though, do get the job done. Astrogoth is just kind of guarding this point. Okay, so those guys are broken, and now we are going to be hanging out here and seeing how life goes. So we need to get the chaff units in. We're going to pull you Fireborn back. The chaff units can just hang nearby. Astro Chad can also rotate over here for some spells. Okay, retreat, retreat, retreat. And when they turn around, we can get the help going. And outstanding. Okay, so the Bull Centaurs and the Fireglaves probably need to move this way. A little bit of a blunder in positioning from me. Do I want to send in some Ablative Wounds? I think so, yes. So we're going to send you guys in. We're going to send you guys in. And see if that helps. And then you guys can fight the Doomfire Warlocks here. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse. On this objective, we see a Bolt Thrower. It's fine. We just hide back here. And we can even call in a Blunderbuss to just kind of go mount that point there and be very tough. Flamestorm. We need to get the Sisters of Singing Doom. That is what needs to get hit by Flamestorm. We're in a good position, but he's pulling a points lead, which is weird. I don't know how he's doing that. Some sort of foul witchcraft, I guess. Hobgoblins are running. The Kadai are doing really good. Bull Centaurs are coming here, and now we can start mowing these guys down. These blunderbusses will roll, and yeah, it's going to be tough. We just need to hold 1 point. So I think we can probably hold this one. Those Kadai are trying their best, but they're running out of steam. So let's get our Bull Centaurs over there. Get all the boys coming up, and we're going to need some quick skirmishers to make sure we don't lose this point. So you guys go, you guys go. Let's get everybody back, hands on deck. You guys come over here, and now Astrogoth is there to help. Okay. So the guns are doing all right in the middle. I do win on just one right now, so I'm just going to kind of consolidate all my strength to the high ground and just be able to win that, ideally. So those guys get broken. These skirmishers still provide a little bit of capture weight. Let's see if we can get Marathi, keep her on the ground here. Probably unsummoning some of you guys would be good, so I have some more chaff to call in a little bit later on. Let's shoot there. Let's shoot here. We don't care about the low ground. We have a lot of points right now. We've had them pinned for ages. Okay, so we do win that objective. Got a pretty mean-ass army over here. Let's call some Chorf Warriors in for just sustained capture weight. Spears are on the way. We don't care about that. Astrogoth can wreck spears all freaking day. And the Blunderbuss is able to get some beautiful shots, melt those guys down, and they'll turn about face and get on these guys. Cool. Okay, so the hobos, we might be able to dart to the low ground, actually. So yeah, we're just going to get you and you. You guys dodge that, and you skirmishers can go down to the low ground, try and get the bolt throwers for free. We'll see if we can. All right, so now our gun line is going to unload on those dark shards there, and let's see if he's just going to give it to me for free. If he does, then I can maybe even reclaim the middle. We'll have to see. All right, so you guys are going to go. We're going to try and get the bolt thrower. Not that it's a huge priority, but still nice to get it offline, and we're saving the flamestorm for those guys. All right, so they're going. You're going to blunderbuss these guys. You're going to blunderbuss these. And Astro Chad is just being a Chad as usual. Let's get some more skirmishers, bring them over here, and set up the Fireglaves to shoot behind. All right, so the Bolt Thrower should go offline right now. I think we got that one on wrap. We're going to get you on wrap. And yeah, these Velociraptor Cav are going to have a terrible time. Fireborn should counter a lot of the stuff here. So we're about to get a big, disgusting blob fight. And hopefully the guns will be able to provide some fire support as well. So let's see where he's going. Yeah, he's piling in right here. So we're going to get him with a Flamestorm right there. We do get his Bolt Thrower offline. And the guns might be able to just take the middle back, actually. It's pretty cool. You can even just call in a trash unit to get down there and try and help. Ooh, that Flamestorm was so good. This game still gets updates. Yeah, it's getting an update soon, actually, in December, I think. There's a big update coming. Yeah, is that what it was like, December? Is that, did they say the exact date? Somebody today told me December. Okay, so we're going to go after the Sisters of Singing Doom. We're going to keep going after these guys. And we're going to keep shooting. The 5th? Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. All right, GG, still got it. Fires of Industry, still lit, baby. All right. The dreaded Bolt Thrower appearance, and it's dead immediately. No, it was alive for a while, actually. It was out there shooting. All right. Yeah, everything worked like clockwork. Except the initial I'm almost thinking Death Shriekers might have been better, but I'm not sure. He didn't bring a meme build either. It was a pretty straightforward build. GG. GG, dog. Okay. Report that. Report this. That's going to be Chaos Dwarfs versus Dark Elves. Okay. Magmas are pretty good in that matchup, though. They wreck. He didn't use Dark Rider or Peter Crossbows, but they do wreck those. Okay, round is almost done, so we need to get back to a free point here. There we go. That was our second game. You can rewind and watch the first one. It was really good. It was the first game we played, honestly, could have been the tournament finals. It was very sweaty. All right. Let's do this. Drop that there. And we're all set. Cool beans. So next round should be starting here in a moment. We're just waiting for one game. And then, yeah, we should be all set. We got Potatoes Devil and Empire for Hire having a duel of fates. Hey, Warren, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, I saw the new Tides of Torment trailer. Yeah. I mean, the units look pretty cool. My biggest thing is I just really hope Slaanesh isn't like super broken because they're already a really abusive OP faction. And we just barely get away with them in tournaments, like barely. And if they get a couple units to tip the scales, like one OP unit, we're going to be in some trouble. Yeah. Worry about Norska? Norska I'm not too worried about. Okay, so Norska is getting a Caster Lord, which is usually pretty fair. And like it looked like there was like a big monster, which is cool, but you know, those are usually a little bit, you know, of a niche unit. Yeah. Yeah, Norska will for sure be a top tier faction though, probably just on the fact alone that they don't have to bring Throg or Wolfric every game, and they then have a different option. That's really huge. That's very big for Norska. WK, thank you again for resubscribing, man. They'll rework the Marauder Rage mechanic and give them ward save? Yes. They're just going to get ward save, like Slaanesh. Slaanesh literally has ward save baked into their mark. Not ward save, but Fizz Res, which is pretty damn good. Is it Fizz Res? It's Fizz Res, right? Yeah. 5%. The Water Elementals? Yeah. I mean, you know what's going to be interesting is the Lothern Skycutters. Seeing those, like, because those units are either really janky or very, very, like, yeah, cool. There's not going to be any in between. Hey, Salsa, thanks for subscribing, man. Oh, now you got me thinking about salsa, man. I love me some salsa. Be'lakor will rise again. Yeah, Be'lakor. Nobody wants to go back to the Be'lakor meta. Those were the dark days, man. That was like, you know how in humanity we have like the Enlightenment and Renaissance? Those are like the Dark Ages, the Be'lakor meta. That was like when people were rolling in the mud and flinging shit at each other. That was basically the Be'lakor meta. Yeah, I mean, High Elves are going to be able to maybe do huge Air Force dominance builds, right, Phantom? Where you have like a couple of those chariots, like 2 Phoenixes, techless with nets, and you just like net shit down, shoot them with the chariots, and then like snipe with your monsters. Yeah. Would you prefer map-wide Wurzag or Be'lakor meta? God, those are both so awful. Probably Wurzag. Because Be'lakor was all hell. You have to remember what came with Be'lakor. It wasn't just him. It was Hellstriders. It was Marauder Horsemen being OP and being able to throw their javelins in melee for extra damage. It was awful. Yeah. Okay. Should be ready for the next game now. T3. Refreshing. Great, it's all done. Let's advance to the next round. I'm sure the Kraken King won his build. Giving me that sweet tiebreaker score, which I might need because we're going to be playing killers tonight. I see a lot of really good players. All right. Yes. Advancing the round. We're on round 3. Hey, yeah. Ed, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I might do something similar for Chaos Dwarfs. We got the Sunshine here. It's going to be our opponent. If it's Grand Cathay, it's an interesting matchup, actually. Round 3. Good luck, have fun. All right, so round 3 is upon us. And I think we have Grand Cathay, which I actually don't know about this matchup from Chaos Dwarfs' perspective. I haven't played it too much. Let's have fun. Okay. So next up, we're going to do this. So whenever we do get like a new, you know, we get Dawn of War, we get a new Total War game, I will definitely do a lot more beginner-based content. I don't do as much for this game because it's been out for so freaking long, but I will do those type of guides for other games for sure. All right. Awesome. Ah, Greenskins. Okay. So we're playing against Greenskins, not Grand Cathay. You ban first. Okay, so we're going to get the greenskins here, which is always a really, really fun battle. You predict the Sky Cutter will be undertuned. It could honestly be something that's like super janky, like yeah, it could be like the Burning Chariot of Tzeentch, like, or it could be a Scourge Hunter Chariot in the skies. It could be one or the other. You know, you never know. Ramparts are banned. Brave Valley will play Vale. Okay, we're going to play the Haunted Vale, a very popular map. Which is the Vale of Hauntedness. Yes, yes. And we are going to be on our Dowie Czar. Kind of firing me up to paint some Chaos Dwarves again, man. Sky Junks aren't the worst thing in the world, Animal Mother. They're not. They've actually they see quite a bit of competitive play. Like whenever Cathay is trying to deal with hard matchups, they often whip those things out. So we're playing greenskins, okay? The greenskins. Who would you like to play the most in Total War Warhammer 40k? So knowing my playstyle, like tanky front lines with artillery would be my jam. I'm trying to think what faction would satisfy that. I mean, Imperial Guard or something that excite me a lot. Playing, yeah, like an Imperial Guard build with like Bulgarins in the front line and artillery behind it definitely suits my power fantasy. Probably Chaos would be my main though. Like Chaos Space Marines, if they, you know, if they do that, that would be awesome. Wookiee's so relatable. Look at the haggard face. I know. He was a majestic creature. We just, Anna and I were out getting lunch today and we saw a dog that looked just like him. It's pretty great. Okay, so Grom the Paunch could be on the table. I mean, there's a whole bunch of choices. Choices. So Boar Boys are a thing. Rampages are also something in the cards that we maybe need to worry about. All right, and then we want to get you. It's a bit of a risky style, what we're doing here. It's a bit of a risky style. I don't know how much I like it. Let me think. Do we do a build like this? Or do we play like a safer build, which is going to be more consistent? Honestly, the Kadai Destroyer could have some teeth in this matchup too. Maybe we bring the Kadai Destroyer. I don't know, man. Yes and yes. We're going to get a second one of you guys. Looking fine. Magma Cannons are pretty good against greenskins too. They certainly love those things. They can do some menacing work, as you would expect. Yeah, I mean, Chaos doesn't really have much. Death Guard. Okay, duh. Plague Burst. Yeah, just give me Death Guard. Are you kidding? I mean, if you give me Plague Marines and Terminators backed up by Plague Burst Mortars, I'm going to just be so erect. That is exactly what I want. Okay, duh. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit fogged up today, but that would have been... That's my answer. Final answer. Death Guard. Plague Burst Crawlers with Fat Mortarian flying around and just friggin' Death Shroud Terminators and Blight Lords. You know, all that business. That's what it's all about right there. Okay. So let's see. Dark Mechanicus, that'd be really fun. Yeah, I can see Games Workshop adding Dark Mechanicus someday. I could actually see that happening. Okay, that looks fine. And then for our next disappearing act, probably want to get some of you guys and maybe whip out one of these. Man, that is such a skew of units there. All right, we're playing a very dangerous game here. A very dangerous game against a very good opponent. We'll see if it works out. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Okay, I think we're good. Oh boy, wish me luck. What does this do for us, this last piece? Yeah, okay. I like that. That's fine. GLHF? Let's cook. Are you turning the guy who was in the green one in a tournament? No, I don't play Land Battle. There's another guy who plays under the name Turin as well in Total War multiplayer, but he only plays Land Battle. Yeah, if it's Land Battle, it's probably not me. I have moved away from that format a long time ago. Oh God, of course. No, Anticity on Tau sounds like so miserable. No. It's like the Michael Scott meme from The Office. No. Oh my God, imagine Anticity flying around with like Tau jumpsuits and just like kiting you around the map with maximum range, just shooting you while you can't fight back. Oh God. That sounds so miserable. That sounds so miserable. Yeah, Anticity on White Scars with motorbikes, that makes sense too. White Scars would be a good faction for him, yeah. There's just going to be all the poor Chaos mains like trying to waddle after him there. Okay, guys, so we went with a very forbidden build. Now, it's risky, but I'm trying to experiment a little and see if it still works. Because this style used to be very, very mean against the greenskins. So we have a lot of skirmishers, but we also have a Iron Demon train. So this thing is an Iron Demon, the Demon's Tongue towing a Dreadquake mortar. It is very, very devastating if left unchecked. Now, I don't know if Creative Assembly fixed that jank where you can't control its ammunition and it just shoots no matter what, but we're going to find out. Hopefully they did. Itachuto Astrogoth. All right, let's do this. We're going to get the train moving this way. Yes. You guys move up. Astro Chad's going to go over there. We're just going to ninja all these objectives here. All right, so what do we got? We have a Doom Diver catapults. We have a Doom Diver catapult in the trees, so we need to go over there and try and poke those things. If they're undefended, we might be able to pick one right now, and we're going to take the Pain Train over there for now. Aside from that, the Doom Divers won't be good against a whole lot in my army. Okay, so we're going to move up, and, I mean, we can potentially just get a cheesy free win if we could take one of these down real quick. We'll see. So we're going to start shooting, and the Train of Pain is going to move this way. Doom Divers are actually pretty good at killing SEs, so we need to put some respect on those guys' names. All right, so we're going to get some Dwarf Warriors to come up, and now the Pain Train is going to move in. Astrogoth's going to go right there, and one Doom Diver catapult is almost down for the count, which is nice. Let's go see if we can get a Flamestorm on the other one. That would be very, very good. All right, so we've got it down. My opponent called in Broken Tusk Mob, which is smart. The train is not shooting, which is good. It's doing as it's told. And the Doom Diver catapult crew was able to survive. All right, so we're going to run away now. Astro Chad's going to waddle over there. You guys grab this. And we need to get Bull Centaur renders and guns out pretty soon here. My opponent does have skirmishers as well, so that's going to go to us. And we can go ahead and just get you and do this. And he'll eventually get that objective. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there eventually. Now, if the Doom Diver catapults don't shoot my big train, then that's pretty good for us, I would say. Oh, God, I just threw the game. Oh, my God, I spaced out. Am I going to get away here? No, we're probably cooked, right? Okay, so we're going to move here, see if we can stabilize. I'm just blundering everything right now. Holy shit. Oh, my God, I was like reading my train's tooltips. All right, so we might have just thrown pretty freaking hard. We'll see if we can get this back right now. Astrochat is trying to run. The enemy skirmishers do get caught up in melee there, which is nice. And we're going to bring in the train and put fire at will on now, so it's going to start firing. We're going to move in there, see if we can cook some of these guys, get you guys coming up. If I can just stabilize Astro Chad, we still have a chance. Otherwise, could be big, big problems for us. All right, so the train is trying. Astro Chad is going to keep going. We have the Bull Centaurs coming across there. And the train, oh my God, the mortar is going hard. All right, so maybe that will scare them away. I'm not sure. All right, so how's the big old Pain Train doing? Let's do more speed ahead, more speed ahead. We're going to do a Flamestorm back here on these guys. Although, did I get rampaged again? I'm not sure what actually happened there. All right, we'll do this. You guys move it in, and we need to get you guys the hell out of there, man. Holy shit, I blundered this game. It's okay. Blackwork Big Boss is pretty cool to see that. And our character here needs to waddle out there as well. Okay, so we do have some Bull Centaurs. They're going to come. Holy shit, we're alive, for the record. I did not expect that to happen, but we did live. Lost my Sorcerer. Pretty much my entire build is falling apart here. So we're going to get you guys in. Doom Divers are shooting there. Hopefully he'll route the right way, and we can call it a day. But now the Bull Centaur renders have gotten into the fight. And the skirmisher's gonna do our thing. All right, so now let's friendly fire our own Dwarfs. That's what it's all about. This thing is gonna just keep cycle charging and doing what it can. Let's get our skirmishers back. Let's get Astrogoth back. And I immediately regret bringing this build. I regret everything about it. All right, so let's keep kiting you guys. We're gonna get another Bull Centaur render out there. Those ones are doing pretty good. Should be shooting some shots. Yeah, the Bull Centaurs are doing great. And let's just keep poking here a little bit. Yeah, let's keep the old razzle dazzle going strong. All right, so do we have any spawn points in the trees here? We do. The pain train is gonna waddle all the way back here. If we win this game, that's gonna be insane. I think it's basically impossible, but we're gonna try. Okay, let's call you out there. And yeah, the pain train is still alive, just barely. All right, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew we were gonna get overexcited with our big punishing train, and it was gonna make us lose. Okay, so we get a charge there. We get a nice flamestorm combo. The train's gonna keep moving. We just need to keep it alive for the Dreadquake action. And do I have anything that can sneak back there? Not really. Yeah, it's gonna be incredibly hard. I mean, I could make a play for it, but yeah, gonna be tricky, hobbitses. All right, so let's get the Bull Centaurs in there. Astrogoth is infantry sized. Ooh, okay, homie's back. Guess who's back? Yeah, he's gonna try and waddle this way and get back to our train eventually. We're gonna take the train into the woods, run it back this way. The Bull Centaur renders will finish their job here. We're gonna run some interference, and hopefully these Bull Centaurs will rally as well. Let's get back and call you in. We are gonna need some bodies to get in there. Okay, we do kill another Boar Boy unit. Is this the beginning of the comeback? Stranger things have happened, man. Stranger things have happened. All right, let's get you guys here. Let's get you guys here. We do get another cute shot there, which is fun. Bull Centaurs can go there, and the Savage Orc Boar Boys, we can fight them. Just keep trying to value trade, and let's see if we can avoid any more blunders. Yeah, that would be really good. All right, so we're gonna send you up the side of the map, see if my opponent notices. They might be hyper-focused on all this action here, which is totally understandable. And we're gonna go ahead and shoot the Rustiers. We're gonna just blast them with that. Hopefully win that fight on the side. We need to basically hold one objective if we want a chance of winning here. That's gonna be it. And are these guys on foot? No, they're on Piggy. Okay, so they are on Pig. Okay, so the train is doing it, and our little dude is gonna get away here, and we're gonna go try and get that frickin' Doom Diver catapult. 100%. So we're gonna try, and we do get the Bull Centaur renders moving in. Still a bit sketchy. I think we need to pull back and consolidate our strength. So let's get back, move the train in there, and we're gonna go ahead and move in. Yeah, we really just have our speedy skirmisher, so that is what it is. All right, so Bull Centaurs get back. We do get one Doom Diver. This is the way to a comeback here. Catching them slipping on their artillery is very, very nice. So we're gonna go there, get another artillery piece, and call it a day. All right, so the Sorcerer is coming back. The big pain train has secured a side objective. Never say never, right? Maybe we can do a little something. I don't know. Our Sorcerers made it, and did we make it to the other piece? We did not quite make it, but one offline is pretty good. I'll take that. All right, we do have Bull Centaurs over here. So we're gonna go get on them. We're gonna move the pain train away, and you hobgoblins can keep chilling. Astro Chad's gonna go there. And we need to just keep rolling down here, guys. All right. Unsummoning these guys might be on the cards, but I don't think we can afford to right now. I don't think we can afford to. Let's fight the big boss. Let's move you. We can use full power ahead. Try and loop back this way. You guys go over there. And we're going to go ahead and do a little Flamestorm action if we need it. Yeah, we'll see. But the Demon Stung is going to cook a lot of these guys. All right. This one dwarf waddling over there is so funny. Let's get another train out. I think my opponent's going to run out of steam eventually, and if I can keep the big demon train alive. I do have Reforge as well, so we're going to Reforge that which is broken. Narseal will be back. All right. Yeah, because they've sunk in a lot of... Oh, that friendly fire. Oh, no, you can't control it. It's just, it has a mind of its own, guys. All right. It has a freaking mind of its own. All right, so Flamestorm's there. Let's get the Bull Centaurs moving back in here to fight the Savage Orc Boar Boys. Yeah, you guys keep doing your thing. And the Reforge should be coming in a moment. I can't believe that guy lived that freaking long. Okay, Skirmishers, keep poking. They've got a big army coming in to get me. We can go ahead and get you guys to come down here. We do get a big shot there. So now let's move the pain trains in synergy with one another. So let's get them here. And what are we going to be able to call in? Anything good here? Probably just like bodies to get in front of the trains and stuff would be good. All right, so still a lot of orcs. We're pretty behind on value, obviously. Huge blunders in the beginning, cost us a lot. And yes, we keep running back here. We do get another Death Shrieker shot, which is pretty funny. A lot of chaff units. We can use them to maybe go try and wrestle an objective or something. I don't know. Let's move you back this way. And you guys retreat, retreat, retreat. Let's get you skirmishers in there. And we can turn and fight for a second. That's going to be all right. So can we rat this game out, man? I mean, I have won games like this before. Yeah, we get a good Death Shriek shot on those guys. And the trains do get that critical mass, which is kind of scary. We're going to do another Flamestorm right there. And the Doomdiver catapults, you know, have seen better days. Let's go charge those Orc boys. And now we're going to do a little bit of a charge over here. Get you guys going there. Maybe we can wrestle that objective and get this one back too. I don't know. We're getting that like weird late game Chorfy Death Star, which is very, very nasty. And Orcs tend to peter out a little bit as well. You're back? Oh yeah, that game was really good. We've played really bad this game, but we might still have a chance. We honed in and might be able to recover here. All right. Astro Chad, like literally we just almost gave our opponent everything for free in the beginning. It was so bad. Those guys are getting folded a little bit, but now we need to get you guys, you guys, you guys, and you guys and run back this way. You're going to come and reforge the trains eventually, and you guys get onto the boar boys. And we're going to go here, and Astrogoth can L-boink down those nasty skulkers. Okay. So everybody's going to be running, because I was about to lose a lot on that objective. We need to unsummon you. And we'll decide what we're going to call in soon. I think this objective actually is looking reasonably good for us. Flamestorm is on cooldown right now. Feels bad. Let's get the chaff units to go there. You guys loop back this way. We're going to need to win some of these fights. So let's rotate everybody this way and see if we can maybe come under and get some dubs on these. Okay, how are the trains looking? One of them is very low, the big ROR, so we're going to try and get that thing away. Keep it alive, because we're going to need it for the late game, right? We're going to need it real good like. But Rusty Air is probably just going to rain on my parade here. Yeah, probably going to rain on the parade. If we can get it back and keep it alive, that's pretty huge. So we're going to get a reforge on it. The other train is going to keep rolling. Astro Chad is going to try and boink that Black Orc Big Boss with a hammer. And, yeah, we do end up taking a really, really bad fight right here. That was very sloppy. Okay. Fireglaves? Will they do much for us? I don't think so. We do have the reforge, so we're going to reforge the blade that was broken. Astrogoth taking down the Black Orc boss. Flamestorm wiping out the Rusty Errors, and now we can get some big anti-large boys over there. And we can rotate and try and get a big win. We'll see. All right, so Astrogoth and company got this one on lock. And the Bull Centaur Renders popping out of the bushes should be able to do some work as well. We're going to get the trains over there. Really, really got to find a way to hold this one. That is for damn sure. Let's get you guys up on the points, and let's get the Demon Smith over there. And we're going to run you guys a little bit. Yeah, the Bull Centaurs are doing it. Do we have anything speedy we can get to put in front of the trains? We do, so let's get you guys to come in there. Hopefully keep those things alive. My opponent does feel like they're running out of steam a little bit. If I can keep these damn trains alive, we do end up winning that fight over there. Let's get this Iron Demon to turn about face, and this one can start going as well. Should be about out of ammo. But yeah, you guys fight there, and I think that's a Giant, which is a cool pick. We should be able to mitigate the effectiveness of the Giant for a while. You guys go here, and what can we call in there? Nothing cheap, that's for sure. Ain't nothing in this world for free. So you guys come down, help with these guys. You can start shooting the Giant, and Astro Chad is going to go after the Goblin character in the middle. And I think we got to start playing the objective game, because we're very, very behind on objectives. This is wild, man. If we come back from this, that's going to be nutty. We do have the Bull Centaur Renders too, so they are ready to go. Okay, so the Goblin that could is going to try and hit us with a little something something. Shouldn't do too much damage. And we do get a little roast on those guys. Giants coming in. We're still holding on to the point for now. I do have a Flamestorm. I really, really need it over here, because that Giant is going to wrestle a lot of that terrain there. So let's get this. Although maybe saving it for here is fine. Bull Centaur Render can get in and try and fight this big Giant. Maybe just hold on to what we already have. Right? Hard to say. Yeah, so the Bull Centaur Renders are going to go get an envelopment on the Giant. We're going to get the trains in here. And we need to win this fight. We need to win this one in the middle. Yeah, and then you guys can come and start poking on the outside. Start softening them up if you can. All right, let's hope our skirmisher blob in the middle is able to win. We're going to do a Flamestorm right there to hopefully cook up a whole bunch of them. And the Bull Centaurs do get a full surround on the Giant. I mean, that's pretty good. The trains, we need to get some routes. That one does belong to us. That point is being softened up, and we can go ahead and start playing it with a couple of chaff units. Yeah, just a little bit of capture weight to come in and help. All right. We have some skirmishers. Let's use them to chase these guys down. And they've been routed here in the middle as well. Okay. Yeah, keeping that train alive, very, very big. There's still a fair amount of Boar Boy Biggins here. I wish I had some speedy boys to do something about it, but yeah, the Bull Centaurs are doing very, very good. Okay, so we do route that position, and these guys are almost broken. We can maybe kill the Greenskin Lord. Let's get the Iron Demon to go over there and shoot. And we can go ahead and call in maybe another Bull Centaur here. Ooh, finding some food in my beard, basically. All right, back you go. You guys chase the skirmishers down, and the Goblin Lord dying will probably give me a huge chance of winning. So we're going to go over there, go here, and the Goblin Lord is going to get roasted. Do I have anything speedy that can move in? Not so much at the moment. Yeah, so the big Chungus is getting chased. The middle point is in flux. We're going to see if we can start wrestling this point. We're going to need Astro Chad to raid boss that shit. That's for damn sure. And will anything get there in time? I think the only thing I can really justify calling in is the Bull Centaur. Okay, so let's get you guys on these. Astrogoth can fight here. Let's get the trains to come across and kill the enemy lord. And then we're going to get a Bull Centaur render in a moment. That's the only thing that'll probably get there before the game's over. So we're going to get you and do it to it. All right. So the Pain Trains have done it. The Goblin Lord is down, but he's not dead. So that's not necessarily great. I don't have enough WOM to really do much else. Let's get the big Pain Train moving, and this Iron Demon can try and finish off the Goblin Lord. Bull Centaurs still ratting where they can. Let's go run down the rusty errors here, chase you guys, and get the Sorcerer Prophet moving over this way. Oh, the fact that this train is still alive is insane. That thing has just been a menace, and the Goblin Lord here is very, very beat up. Okay, so let's go to the middle, and we're going to need some speedy boys, so we're going to call them over. Thankfully, we have a couple in reserve, so we can get you guys to the middle here. And you guys come here, you guys come right here, and we do get the Flamethrower Roast on those. Let's get you guys to there. I think we got this one on lock. The Goblin Lord is going to go off the battlefield. We need to make sure he goes, because that'll break a lot of the Greenskin army, potentially. And we'll have a minute to get this objective back. Just a minute. Okay, the Pain Train finally does go. Looking good. We need to hold on to what we already have. So we're going to get in there, and Astro Chad and company have done it. We're catching up on points. But it's slow. It's certainly slow. What do I still have there? Some Chaos Dwarf Warriors? All right, they're still fighting. All right, you guys come. Bull Centaur renders, fight it out. See if we can drag down that giant. Astrogoth needs to get his hands dirty and finish off these damn piggies here. So, but the Greenskins do have leadership problems now, but they probably just went on the one. We'll see. Okay, so those guys start to fold up. We're going to need to find a way to get this objective back, but it is a freaking giant there, which is really tough. But we do manage to get a mass route over there. That's really big. So now we might be able to roll dirty here and get this one back. The Greenskins being leaderless is pretty huge. All right, so we're going to go there. We're going to get you guys here. Call in another skirmisher right there. Do this. You guys keep chasing. Those are Goblin Wolf Rider archers. So my opponent's basically in desperation mode also, where they're just calling in random shit to try and survive. All right, so let's do this. Need to get you guys over there. And do I have any more speed to call in? I don't think so. I think what you see is what you got. All right, so you guys clear off the Orc boys here. The middle objective, we don't have too much time to flip it, but we need to. And you guys, I think we're going to need to rotate back this way. Yeah, so we're going to need to rotate this way and get you coming across the board here. Astrogoth is going to need to go there too. And we really got to partition our forces correctly. That's like, this is the rock, paper, scissors of this right now. Do we have a speedy unit to call in? We do now. Great. That's very clutch. All right, so you guys get in there. You guys go fight right here. You Wolf Riders go there. Some pigs are coming in, the pigs and squigs. Yes. The giant is on the run. I can't afford to lose an objective, like, even for a second. If we lose an objective, we basically lose the game. But Astro Chad is there. Okay. And we got you guys here. We can park you there. Demon Smith needs to go there. Bull Centaurs need to roll over here. Just in case, because we could absolutely lose this point. Do we have anything fast? I mean, now we don't need to play as quick. We just need to get shit out in the field. And hopefully have it get there while it still matters. Okay, Bull Centaurs are coming. The Demon's Train is still there. Holy shit, what a game, huh? We've had some crazy-ass games tonight. Just playing, making mistakes, but, you know, utilizing the what you can to kind of keep it back. Let's have the Bull Centaurs crump you. You guys come here. Demon Train come over here. And my opponent knows that they just need to get an objective. But thankfully, we have a lot of speed in reserve, so we're able to call in quite a bit of reserves to help out. Okay, so this side is a complete wipe. We basically have karate chopped them. Let's use the speed. Let's get the Bull Centaurs heading that way. Keep you here. Keep you here. You guys move over this way. And I think we got it. Holy shit, I can't believe we won that game. God damn, dude. God damn. I think we got it. Yeah, they can't. It's over. It's freaking over, man. Holy shit. I do not believe we won that. Oh my god. That was so freaking sweaty. God damn. God damn, dude. I'm actually sweating IRL right now. That was nuts. Holy shit. GG well played to my opponent. I mean, they had the tech to deal with the big things, right? I microed so shitty. I lost so much early, but yeah, we recovered later and started playing well. 1,500, 1,000, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Killing the Greenskin Lord at the end probably did it too. GG well played. Super close. Man, what a game. Well played to my opponent there. That was amazing stuff. Sounds good. Well played to our opponent is going under Broken Butterfly now. So well played to Broken Butterfly there. And we are 3-0. So if we win our next game, then our chances of making top 4 are pretty much guaranteed. We could still lose our next 2 games, but we'll see. Ideally not. And that was against Greenskins. Hey, Julian. Well played. Thanks, Mr. Torino, for throwing early only to show us how to play from behind. Yeah, the big thing was just keeping the train alive. And the Astro Chat is amazing because Greenskins are going to be spamming Bacon Cav, and he's very good against them because he's infantry sized. So the train didn't quite pay for itself even. 2,900 on that, but it did cause a lot of terror routes, right? The Bull Centaur renders were very clutch. The Doom Divers, I love this build. It's very unorthodox, but it's very good against the trains. The Doom Divers both did very good. If we hadn't killed the one Doom Diver earlier, I think we might have lost the game. It probably would have been able to finish off like some important elements of our army. All right, so we're gonna do this. T4 there. And we'll carry on our wayward son, and there will be peace when we're done. Okay. The MVP Chorf that ran around the map to give the heals. That's right. He was such an MVP. He was such an MVP. Okay. There we go. All right. He cackled pretty hard. He got both reforges off too. There's so many little things that if it had gone south, the game would have been different, right? Like if that character hadn't been able to do the marathon and run around the back, then we're cooked. Yeah, it was crazy. It was stressful. That game was stressful. Just waiting for Soy Bacta versus Stallion, and Kane is getting the buy round point. All right, Kane. Let's give you your buy round point, brother. Just hoofing it, talking about how he's a natural sprinter. I know. All right. Yeah, Chaos Dwarfs are a fun army to play in tabletop too. Unfortunately, they're not supported by GW, so they just got kind of abandoned. But there have been some local community organizers, like tournament hosts, at least in California. And they've made custom rules that you're allowed to use in the tournaments for the Chaos Dwarfs, which is really, really fun. I love it. Haven't had a chance to try their rule sets, but the idea is great. All right. So he got his buy round points, and now we are just waiting for these guys to finish. All right, awesome. Let me know when done. They started a little bit later, but they've been playing for about 24 minutes, so I suspect the game will be coming to an end here soon. How many of you guys, by the way, I wanted to get some feedback while we're hanging out on live stream here. How many of you folks tuned in and watched the Zomboid video today? I know it's not an RTS game. It's not really something that's in the purview of what we usually do, but how many of you folks did tune in and watch it? And if so, if you had any feedback, we did some editing on it that was a little bit different. Instead of just having it be free-flowing, we edited and cut out the boring parts where we were just like looting cupboards and stuff, but I was curious if any of you guys tune into that. All right. Bull Centaurs on parade. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, you liked it, Jaden? Okay. I watched parts of it. You caught it near the end. Oh, the ending was insane with the bandits. Okay, so a couple homies in chat did watch it. Cool. It's nuts. The ending is like straight out of a movie. It's straight out of a movie. It was insanely wild. Yeah, I get you, Oscar. Gonna watch it after the stream. Cool. Yeah, and any feedback? I'm just looking for feedback on it. Yeah, there was a video today. I put it up at 9 this morning. Oh my god. So the mod for Project Zomboid is insane. It's called the Day 1 mod, and basically it takes place right as the outbreak happens. So the police are in the streets, the firefighters, they're fighting the zombies, and then you get the military starts carpet bombing the city. So as the night goes on, the first night of the outbreak, the military comes and starts literally just leveling the city, like bombing out the houses and all the buildings. And you have to survive not only that, because the bombs can direct hit you, but then the next day, raiders start coming. So militias start gathering that are hostile, and they try and kill you. And it's, yeah, it's nuts. It was absolutely nuts. Zomboid bores you? Yeah, it can be boring to watch sometimes if people are just playing it safe, but I highly recommend checking out at least this one. It's really epic. Okay. They just finished, and we're going to go into round 4 now. GLHF. Okay, everybody's done, and let's advance to Swiss now. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, Boone. First YouTube listing. Oh, right on. I'm glad it appeared. All right, so we got the dreaded Stallion is going to be our opponent this time around. What's their record? Stallion is 2 wins. Okay, so we got paired down, which is strange, but it's fine. They still have 2 wins, which is very good. Goblins, round 4. All right. So it begins, the greatest battle of our time. All right, so let's do this. Let's do that, and that's going to be G4. They already got a lobby, so we'll just go to their lobby. We can use their evil cheat codes on us. Awesome. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. Okay, Vampire Coast. So Vampire Coast actually has some really good tools against Chaos Dwarves. I wonder if my opponent is going to know what it is. We'll find out. There are some ways that Vampire Coast can really dominate Chaos Dwarves. I'm not going to say it right now, but it is possible. Okay, so the round has been announced, and let's get the maps. And here we are. So Edge of the Darkwood, Whirling Maelstrom, or It's a Me, Itza. It's a Me. We do not want Itza. Itza is probably, well, I don't know. Itza could actually be fine if we rush them. So I will ban... Edge of the Darkwood, Whirling Maelstrom, or Itza. I'm going to ban Itza. Because here's the thing. On Itza, they can just march you down with like handguns and bombers, and it's very tough. It's very, very tough. Which is tough indeed. All right, let's fire it up. See what's cooking. Itza has been banned. And my opponent's going to be picking the next one. Vampire Coast is a solid faction. They've got some tricks up their sleeve. Because they win the artillery duels versus you, usually. The Carronades can do some great work. You need to have the right map, you know, for the shenanigans. Edge of the Darkwood or Whirling Maelstrom. My opponent is picking the remaining map. He has Courage the Cowardly Dog as his picture. Man, how many of you guys remember Courage? That show was had some disturbing shit in it. There was like some elements of that show that were kind of dark for kids. But I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. When are you planning to do the next Zomboid? I'm going to let this one bake for like a couple days, Dimitri, and then I'll probably do another one shortly after. But yeah, we'll see if people want to see Big Hank continue his Zomboid run, or if we do another PvP stream of Zomboid. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know which one yet, but we'll see. So we're going to do Darkwood. Okay, I know how I'm going to be playing this. So Edge of the Darkwood is there, and here we are. Great. Okay, so the map is... He's got the wrong map. The show is awesome, too spooky. Yeah. Hey, Brenttastical, thanks for becoming a channel member. Greatly appreciate you supporting the channel, my friend. And, okay. Opponent needs to select the map so I can see what the terrain looks like before I start doing my build here. That show always made me feel uneasy watching it as a kid. Same with me. I remember, yeah. So, Vampire Coast to Coast. Evil Vampire Coast. Very evil with an emphasis on evil. I mean, they're not as evil as Chaos Dwarfs. I love the Zomboid PvP. Yeah, we're going to do a Thunderdome Zomboid soon where it's like an arena. And the map, it's like a battle royale, so it like closes in on you. All right, so we're looking at the map here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, we're going to get you back here. I mean, Astrogoth just seems like the best choice in most matchups. After the nerf to the Bale Taurus characters, where they don't do, they don't like map-wide heal anymore, like I just think it's just the way to do it. Fire damage is good against Vampire Coast, but Vampire Coast actually has some amazing tools against Chaos Dwarves. I have lost this matchup a whole bunch back when Chaos Dwarves were even considered stronger. Vampire Coast is actually favored against Dwarfs. They have Chaos Dwarves have a 40% win rate against Vampire Coast in tournaments with a fair amount of games played. So this is a Coast favored matchup, but that's not to say we can't win it. I got some vile schemes, some evil Hashut schemes here. Yes. Okay, looks good to me. And then we want to get you guys maxed out here. The team U counts. Yeah. All right. I think those guys are probably the ideal choice in most situations here. Basic Chowies are infantry are fine. Deck Gunners, you think the Deck Gunners cometh? We'll see if they do. All right, so he's going to be probably on there. Iron Demons are cool, but they have cannons. They have a lot of things that are just solid counters against Iron Demons, so it's a scary situation to be in. Watch out for the Depth Guard and Bloats. Yes, that is truly what I am preparing to fear here. Okay, and then for our last Disappearing Act. Those guys are really, really expensive. Okay. Who wins in an artillery duel? Vampire counts or Coast all day, because Chaos Dwarves are not good at artillery duels. They're good. Their artillery is masterful, but it's not good at fighting cannons. So cannons will defeat all of your artillery in open field. No, Vampire. The Carronades will outtrade you 100%. If you're just like line up in an open field, you're gonna lose that duel. It used to be different when Magma Cannons had 450 range, but they got nerfed, which they needed to be because they were really OP. But yeah, it was a different story back then. Yes and yes. And then we have all the homies there. We have those. Yeah, I like this build so far. No, the Doom Rockets lose the cannons. Hardcore. Is Big Bertha good any days? Queen Bess? Not really. No, Queen Bess is like... The Dreadquakes are much better than Queen Bess, actually. Yeah, the dreaded Dreadquakes. Okay, trying to think about how we want to position this. I think that's the right idea. Solastra is on the table. We got to worry about her a little bit, but is it really that bad? I don't think so. And... yeah, the guns and the bomber mobs, all things we need to be careful of and cognizant of. These guys are pretty Chadley. I think I like this build. I think it's pretty good. We got some really interesting elements in our army. You guys are going to be raising an eyebrow at some of these decisions, but you know, it's a hard matchup, so we got to adapt and try different things. All right. GLH to the F. Has anyone used manual firing? I don't think people do that anymore. There was a bug when the Warhammer 3 first came out, classic, where basically the artillery, when you manual fire it, you could double fire it. So you could like fire twice in rapid succession. So people were actually kind of cheating in tournaments with that in the beginning. We actually had to put a rule in place until CA fixed it. Yeah, it was super janky. Yeah. All right, talking to my opponent here. He's doing the big think about his build, I'm sure. He's doing the big old think. This is a... Yeah, Dreadsorn, I agree. This matchup's very difficult. It's definitely favored for Vampire Coast. But I still think we have a chance of winning here. We're gonna see what we can get done. Ah, is that really what we want? Those guys back there. Yes, yes. Pretty cool unit. I'm trying to think what I'm missing here. I mean, the Iron Demons and the Skullcrackers are okay, but they're so vulnerable to the shooting. Just kind of feels a little bit Bronzodia to me. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think it'll pay off. Do we need Fire Gillies for any reason in this matchup? They're actually not even that good here, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, that's a good build. That's better. Okay, I think we just... Thankfully, he took a little bit longer, so it allowed us to fine-tune our build. He heard you say there's a way to dominate Dwarfs, and he's trying to second-guessing everything, trying to find it. Yeah, I'll tell you guys after the game. He might just do it, though. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's do that, and let's get it going. Okay. So we're going to put this back here. We have a little sneaky. We got 4 of these guys. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so let's get this, and we're going to get you over here as well, and we have the dreaded hobgoblins, or the laborers, or the unpaid interns of the Dawizar Empire, as we'd like to call them. And we got a couple of you guys there, and everything's looking good. Okay, so how excited are you guys to see El Gordo Backstabber back in action, by the way? Are you pumped for this? Because I sure am. And you guys are here, and then we have the unpaid interns and Astrogoth 4 and 5, and there we go. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Cool beans. Sorry guys, had a little bit of an admin thing to run, and now we're going to get back in business here. He has a dice roll ability. I didn't bring it. My opponent has an 18 stack, which is not a good sign. That's actually the right direction. Yes. We're going to get you guys waddling over there. We're going to get all of you guys over here, and we're going to get you chilling right over there. Okay. Astrogoth Zulahu! Alright, so we need to get our home objectives. This Death Shrieker basically just hides behind the trees, and he won't be able to interact with it too well. Like, he has a cannon, but if we sit behind the trees, we're going to be chilling. Lifetime healthcare for the employees. Yes, that is the true Chaos Dwarf way. Let's get a Dawizar Warrior coming over there to make sure we can hold that. But in the meantime, we go grab this. Astrogoth and company going to be chortling and running up this way. Okay. That is exactly what you want to do, though. Handguns and bomber mobs. So he was either he was either listening to the stream when I said that, or he just knows. And we're in some trouble. Oh, it's a hard way. It's a hard style to beat for Chaos Dwarfs. Okay, so the Death Reeker will be able to cover the middle. Very cozy. And then we're gonna go this way after that. We do see some units here lurking in the shadows. I think those are Mourngulls. Not 100% sure, but probably were. Okay, so Astrogoth, Zulahu, and all that, right? That's the plan. That is the plan. All right, so let's get our skirmishers down. We need to be very goblin mode here. Very, very goblin mode. And what are these? Just regular deckhand mobs? Yeah, looks like they're regular deckhand mobs. No problem. Okay. Look at the big damage going down on the dude in the middle. So we're going to get him with the Death Streaker, actually. Carronade shooting into our skirmishers. It is what it is. You know, it's going to happen eventually. And we're going to go ahead and call in Kadai Fireborn, move them down this way. And unironically, he only brought one cannon, so we might have actually been okay if we had gone with a mass artillery build. But, you know, you can't bank on your opponent, you know, playing that way, right? So we're going to get you here for the capture weight, and we're going to park you on the edge of the objective. Try and flip that one and see if the Death Streaker can hit anybody. No, it's not going to be able to. Okay, let's get that back. We're going to rotate this way, start getting the capture weight, and we do see the dreaded Fellbats coming. So those are gunnery mobs. We could just take freebies right there and shoot at these guys. Yes, perfect. Do what we can. These guys are coming in. We have the capture weight advantage. We can muscle you guys in as well. And Astro Chad, he's a little bit vulnerable to the guns. Our unpaid interns here are doing great. We're going to start going Death Streaker mode and probably just unleashing on whatever the hell we can see. But yeah, this is our best chance, is basically playing on the objective here. So we're going to get you guys. We do see the Night Terrors. We're going to run them back here, move your lead infantry up there, and these characters can hopefully not get run down. All right, in the middle, he uses a Pit of Shades on my trash units, which is fine. And the Death Streaker is now going to start bombarding, so that's nice. You see the first volley. Pretty good hit right there. Ain't half bad, so let's get the bombers in there. We're going to get you guys around the side, and the Kadai will be there in a moment. Okay, so I do need to pay attention here, though, because he's going to come for that bread. So we need to get you guys to come in and charge these bats down. So we're going to do that. Do a little bit of a bat sandwich. Okay. And the bomber mob's able to get a successful bomber salvo out. Outstanding. And the Death Reeker is doing huge damage. You can see, so far, most elements of the plan are going relatively according to code. Yeah, the grenades are doing good. We're going to have the Kadai Fireborn out soon. We can do a Flamestorm on... Are any of them actual bombers? No, they're not. Okay. Just keep that poke going, guys. Keep that poke going. Keep living our best life. We're going to call it another Fireborn down here, get these guys rolling dirty. And now the capture weight is going to go for us, and we're going to do a little bit of a Flamestorm on these guys right here as they move in. And that should put them in the trash can, basically. All right, so you guys come out here. Let's get you guys to roll up these zombies. And that Flamestorm just deletes that unit straight up. Just source code deleted from the game. To be expected, he's going for the back objective. That is a smart play. Very, very good play. And we're going to need to figure it out. So the gremlins are still fighting. We can use the melee defense buff right there. You guys move through, and you guys get here. Astro Chad can go fight these zombies. And we do manage to fold up one part of the flank here. So in the meantime, let's get these guys postured. And I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this. It's going to be a little dodgy, actually. So we're going to do that, do that, do that. And the Kadai over there should be able to help. So this is like a style... Oh, there's actual handgunners there. Okay, that's where it starts to get a little bit scary, is when we see the real handgunner units. All right, do we still have anything in the woods? Not really. Cool. So you guys go right here. We're going to call in a couple of you guys to come up. And we need to get the Death Streaker rocket launcher back online to shoot at these guys. There they go. And, yeah, you guys come out here. Alrighty, so Kadai, yeah, getting shot by the handguns is extremely inefficient, obviously. We do see more bats coming back here, so we're going to leave one unit to defend. And Pit of Shades is going to get us there. There's nothing we can really do about that. Any vulnerabilities? Yeah, we have some freebies in the middle we can maybe get. So back into the woods with you. And we keep the grind going, man. We keep the old grind, bump and grind going. Alright, so you guys go there. Death Reeker is about to be attacked. Let's go get you guys on the guns here, and then you guys can move up on these. And Astro Chad is going to need to drop some hot thunder on these. These are pole arms. Okay, so we don't want any of that smoke. Anything we can get here? Yeah, we can maybe get a freebie right there. And loop around the top. Let's get on the gun mobs. Perfect. And we can go get on the gun mobs here, dive those, and then get a Flamestorm on the other one, basically, which is going to be the idea. All All right, so that is a actual gunnery mob? No, it is not. Okay. So this fight is actually not going to go well. We need to retreat back. In the middle, those guys are going to get rolled up. And now we can get some of these dudes moving over here and get the Death Shrieker to start polishing off the middle and see if we can ninja that. That's the idea, just playing like a perpetual Benny Hill, basically, you know? That is the idea. So let's get you guys back. We're going to rotate to the middle now and try and do that and Space Jam it back here. The Fireborn doing good, but we want them on these units. Yeah. And we have the Elite Infantry coming. Let's get you guys out there, do this. And the boys are going to try and get this way now. All right, so let's rotate to the middle. This is pretty typical for this matchup. It's very difficult. We're going to have to rat this one out. It's certainly possible, but not going to be easy. My opponent's going to make it very, very hard, I'm sure. Handgun mobs. All right, so those guys need to go. Looks like our boy did get trapped down there, which feels bad. We've managed to hold on to the back objective, which is good. So there's that. You know, the little rat plays are doing what we can. My elite infantry got destroyed on the back objective. No, still fighting. Absolute Giga Chads, actually. Awesome. You'll love to see it. Let's shoot you guys, and we still have a little bit of a threat on our back point. Looks like some dogs are coming. We can't afford to lose that, so we need to go there. We need to defend this. This is good practice, though. I like playing hard matchups. It's fun if you could figure out a way to deal with them, you know? All right, so the Death Shriekers are shooting into the guns and doing good value. Itachutu, Astrogoth. All right, elite infantry on the way in. You guys are coming. Let's get you guys back on the points. A couple little Fellbats being trolls over here. You know, what can you do? Move you guys up, get you on the Fellbats. And Astro Chad, I don't know how he actually does against the big man here, but I think a big Flamestorm is going to turn the tide of this fight a little bit. All right, so we're going to do a Flamestorm right there on these guys. Fellbats should get charged down. You guys are going to keep going, and on the back point, looks like we stabilized it, which is great. And how are we looking here? Yeah, he does not want to abandon that back objective, that's for sure. We can hide in the corner there and maybe get that one back. Okay, so Astro Chad is actually given the business a little bit to Count Noctilus. And now, since he doesn't really have a lot in the way of artillery, yeah, we're going to need to defend this, though, unfortunately. Got the Night Terrors are back here. Let's get this, and hopefully knock these guys down. So we're going to get a full sandwich on them. Need to keep that Death Shrieker online. It's very, very important. Oh, boy, did we dodge that? Hey, still got it. Still freaking got it. That dodge was very, very clutch. Man, if we didn't notice that, that would have been bad. Little things like that might win us the game here. Might win us the game. All right, so you guys retreat. The Morngulls get wrecked. Astro Chad almost killing Noctilus, by the way. Check that shit out. And we're also stealing his back objective. Okay, so we sandwich those guys. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go rocket mode. And we actually need to deal with the handguns. The real handguns. Does he have any? I don't think so, actually. So let's just try and finish off Noctilus in that case. That is going to be A-okay. All right, so Gremlin mode. We do steal his back objective. And now what we can do is we can call in another Death Shrieker, probably. And start just laying the firepower into him. That's going to be the play. Okay, so you guys fight. He's going to come for the artillery again, which is fine. You guys can just rear charge. We'll get you skirmishers to come in and charge, and you guys to charge. Great. Noctilus eating a rocket to the face. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get you guys around the back, and I think we're starting to win. I think we're back in it, boys. I think we're back in it. He's running out of steam a little bit here. Noctilus losing the duel against Astrogoth was pretty good for us. And now we just have a super elite infantry unit chilling here. Let's get a Flamestorm right there on those guys. And, dude, look at the little gremlin that could in the back. Are these halberds? They're scurvy dogs. All right, let's see if he can survive that. Probably not, but we will take it. All right, so the gun crossfire, very good instincts there from my opponent. 4 and 5, so we're going to get you with the artillery and you with the artillery here as well. And just kind of nuke these guys into oblivion. All right, charge those guys. Astro Chad just flamestorming everything, so we're going to get you guys back. My opponent bravely hiding behind the pillar, which I love. It's good. He's playing World of Warcraft Arena. All right. Yeah, we got this objective on lock. What do we call in next? How are we doing on points? Points are very close. I think Bull Centaur renders are probably fine. Okay, so now this is where you make them pay the troll toll a little bit. So we're going to do this and this, the double rocket. Try and bring down your boy. You guys get on these units here. Drag down all the gun pieces. We see scurvy dogs lurking, but should be able to deal with them. All right, if we can get Count Noctilus down, that's going to be brutal. That'll be a lot of crumbling for his army, among other issues. So yeah, we see scurvy dogs creeping into the trees. We're going to pull a dude back to protect. Noctilus getting 1 rocket to the face and 2 rockets to the face. A 1 and a 2. I think the Fireborn are going to be better than Bull Centaurs. Alright, so back you go. A lot of the gun units are getting rassled down here. Noctilus eating fat modern weapons is very, very good. We're going to get you back. Looks like some elite infantry have returned. Here comes the rocket. He's sitting at 400 HP, 123 HP. Deathshriekers are one of the best units in the game. Very, very good. All right, so we have time to get the points back. Looks good. We need to do some housekeeping, unsummon a little bit. Housekeeping. We have a Flamestorm. We're going to need to get that up too. Those are Lamprey's Revenge, so we're going to just nail them with rockets until they're gone. Man, it's still hard to get him off this damn point though, man. He's really, really not hearing any bell whatsoever. Alright, so what do we do? Do we save up some mobility and go try a little bit of funny business? I think so. I think that might be the option. Okay, so we're going to get the rockets on these guys, I'm hoping. Those are actual handgun mobs. Get the Kadai going, and the rockets are just going to keep shooting. The hounds did get caught on the back of the map. So 1 and 2. Okay, so those guys are going to go up and threaten the back objective, if we can. Need to wait for those halberds to get in position. Those are not armor-piercing handguns. Okay, so we're chilling. A lot of zombies coming, but this is where we have the advantage, because we're much faster at getting up to the field. The rocket's knocking those guys down. Oh my god, look who's back, dude. Some shady's back. Alright, so those guys are getting it. These are Infernal Ironsworn, by the way. I use them against Syrenes. That's the idea of the build. So they're probably cooked now, so we can switch on to Spray Fire and switch Spray Fire and just start nuking the shooting here and hope for the best. All right, so these guys are there. Let's go ahead and get them with the Flamestorm as they rotate. My opponent going sneaky on the back objective. Thankfully, Morgul's do kind of get countered by light cavalry, so that's very good. And now you guys can move on to the point. We can take that from him. And we still have a dog over here who can head off these scurvy dogs. He's really sweating hard. He's working for it, man. All right. So those guys are crumbling. Let's move here. We got the back objective. El Gordo is back, man, with like 1 HP, which is freaking hilarious. Let's get you guys, do this, and hopefully they can just defeat those guys in combat. We'll see. All right. Unholy hand grenades. We got to get a back objective, though, and we do manage to get it. So that's huge for us. So let's get you guys to do this. You guys go here. And you guys just hang out. Okay. So that is going to buy us a little bit of time. Granted, rolling the middle here is going to be... yeah, we're going to need to hold that back objective for quite some time, actually. Kind of stressful. All right. Anything in the middle? I don't think we're going to be able to get the middle from him, so we basically have to play the back. 1 and... Yep, let's get you guys here. Do a little bit of this. Those scurvy dogs getting pounded out. And the Kadai Fireborn going to roll over there as well. In the meantime, Astro can keep trying to grind this, but... yeah, it's not going to be easy. So let's do that and do that just in case. Okay, so everybody's rolling to the back objective. I just need to hold it for a little while here. Easier said than done, man. Easier said than done. My opponent's got a lot of capture weight coming in here, which is going to be tough. All right, how's Astro Chad looking? Is the back objective safe? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're golden back there. Those guys have done this. Let's go this way. And we still have the capture weight. Ay, caramba, man. Yeah, we got 2 skirmishers coming in, but those damn fellbats, they're so hot right now. You guys go ahead and nuke here. I think we might actually have a better chance of flipping middle right now. How are we looking? Yep, so you guys come to the middle, flip that, and then we get you guys, and we're going to roll to the middle. We're going to lose this back objective, but the middle he suddenly lost a lot of strength on, plus we have the Deathshriekers in position to support. Oh, yeah, let's get the weaponry going. All right, bombard those guys. Get you guys on the point here, so we're going to put you in 1. The back point is in the process of flipping. The Kadai will hold. We have passed them on points, so now we just need to goblin mode this. Yeah, that's game. That's game. This is Chaos Goblins? I mean, sort of. Yeah, sort of Chaos Goblins. Your description is not far off. All right, Kadai Fireborn. Let's get him to the middle. They laughed at El Gordo Backstabber. They did, but he was able to get in and do some work, and now that point's flipping, but we are going to get the middle. We have high-duty, heavy-duty capture weight units here. Also World War I weaponry. And, yes. Let's get you in there. Who do we call in next? I think we need to leave something in case he does like a sneaky Morgul play or something, so we'll leave a little something back there. But we do manage to get the middle. Rockets out of ammo? Yes, it is. And this one has some ammo still. So what's great about the rockets is you just unsummon them and get a little refund from the manufacturer when they run out of ammo. The Infernal Iron Chad's still fighting. Let's get some mobility cav coming here. It's basically GG, because he's too slow and I'm up on value. He's a little bit too slow here. Yeah, not going to be able to get here in time to stop me. Holy shit, man. We've had some sweaty games tonight. Hopefully we can keep the mojo going, man. Let's get El Gordo Backstabber back, too. Yeah, he's a menace. I just wanted to use him this game for the back objective play, just being annoying on the back point, essentially. Let's get the bats. You guys come here. Astrogoth has been such a G tonight. He has been carrying all my freaking games. Deathreakers are some of the best artillery in the game. They're extremely good. They're good in like almost every single matchup. It's like you need anti-large, you need anti-infantry, you get it all in one nice package. All right, GG. Well played. That was a freaking game and a half. Holy shit. Noctilus dying is what won us the game. If he lived, we just lose. That's a hard matchup. 2,000 value on that one. 1,000. Fireborn did good. The elite infantry managed to get 800 despite fighting counters. Okay. Perfect. Sweaty game. Okay. And looking at the build, it worked, but it was the map. The map allowed us to pressure his back objective while like pulling him apart a little bit. But man, it was messy. Yo, dude, been watching all the YouTube videos. Didn't know you were on Twitch. Yeah, we do both. We do stream on YouTube and Twitch, and I do read chat for both as well. So I basically have a app that compiles all the chat in one spot. So it looks like one big chat to me. All right, so let's do that. 1-0, and that's going to be Chaos Dwarfs. Chaos Dwarves versus what the hell was he playing? What in Tarnations? He was playing Vampire Coast. All right, so we're basically guaranteed a spot in the top 4 now. Top 4 is looking to be, looks like, okay. He says, prob's not worth me throwing my elite Morgul's in the back objective. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad idea. But Morgul's actually die surprisingly quickly to light cavalry, like Lyrian Reavers, Hobgoblin Wolf Riders, things like that kill them pretty quickly. Okay. And Kinetic needs to get a buy round points. Looks like, let's refresh this. Almost ready for round 5. Yeah, we're playing good tonight. We're playing good. You know, I'm one of those, any given Sunday. We're getting there. So, Kinetic. Perfection. Having tree cover leading to the back objective, yeah, because that's like a big part of Total War competitive is knowing the maps. Because like the Deathstreakers would not have worked on other maps; they would have been cannon fodder. But on that map, they can work. Yes, let's give him his buy round point. Okay, so top 4 right now is looking to be myself, Blood Penguin, Gondola, the Patient, and the Big H, but Anticity is creeping right behind as well, so you could still make it. We'll have to see. And we're just going to wait for these homies to finish up. We got the Dark Horse versus Boone. Those two gentlemen are dueling it out. Doing some admin stuff. Also, let me know when round is done. Okay, so we're just waiting on the last spot, and we will see. Cool. And refresh the brackets. It's almost over. You're You're having some trouble right now in your game. Oh, it's funny. Well, good luck. Hope you and Dark Horse have a good match. And yeah, so let's look at the other top 4 factions and do our homework. So we know that, I mean, Anticity could still make top 4. If I win, it actually helps him. If I lose, then it's harder for him. Almost over. I got him. Oh, many zombies. It's over. Reporting score. Okay, great. Thank you, Boone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Waiting for the scores to be reported, and they should be coming through in a second. And then we will advance on. Yeah, I'm trying to think what factions are the worst matchups for Chaos Dwarves. I'm looking right now. They get wrecked by Ogres pretty bad. Ogre Kingdoms suck. Dwarves hard counter them. Ogres hard counter them. Skaven hard counter them. Aside from that, everything else is winnable, I would say. Vampire Coast is a bit of a soft counter too. Kislev is also hard. Yeah, Kislev can be a tricky one. The Elvish factions are Wood Elves can be hard, I think. High Elves are fine for Chaos Dwarves. I think that Dark Elves is fine. There's a couple of forbidden matchups that we'd like to avoid, if at all possible. Like the stream for Hashut, that's right. That's right. Hashut wants you to like the stream, the great Bullfather. All right, so here we go, and we're going to advance the Swiss to the next round. And who do we have? We have Blood Penguin. So let's see what he's playing. Blood Penguin, man, like all these games are so sweaty. Okay. And let's get Blood Penguin in here. Penguin. T5. Okay, so where is the Penguin? Here he is. We're up. And the map is going to be what? The map is Bloodgrove, Imperial Ambush, or Jade Tomb. Ah, shit, he's on Kislev. That is a bit of a counter to us, like I said. Kislev has a 60% win rate against Chaos Dwarves. Not unwinnable, but hard, I would say. Okay. So Dwarfs, gonna have to figure this out the old-fashioned way. Bloodgrove, Imperial Ambush, or Jade Tomb. Little Groms are a huge problem also. So yeah, I gotta hope that we don't run into any counter factions in the top 4. That's gonna make it harder. And he bans first. You ban first. All right, GLHF. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Okay. And we're gonna have you. Okay. So dropping there. Okay, so he's banning the Jade Tomb, and the map we're going to play on Ambush or Bloodgrove. I think we're going to do Bloodgrove, actually. Bloodgrove has some weird line of sight that I think would favor me against Little Grom, so we're going to play Bloodgrove, which is the corn map. Oh, yeah, we're going to do Grove. Grove it is. All right, so there we go. And so it begins. Just watched the new Zomboid vid, and it was great. I always love Total War, but it was awesome to see. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. It was a lot of fun. Hashut Stark Ravagers are not great against... they're okay against big stuff, but this is a very difficult matchup. I think we might have some chances, but we'll see. So let's get James Hetfield here to block for us. Yeah, he's here. Perfect. Hero choices, yes. I think we do you again, maybe. There we go. Kind of going with my old Chorf style that I used to play a lot. Great. And then for our next disappearing act, how about 5 bolt throwers, guys? Okay. 5 sounds a little low. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just had some admin stuff come up. Gotta adjust some stuff on the website here. Bull Centaur render is pretty good. Iron Demons are okay here, actually. I think having them in reserve as like a late game call-in is probably fine. Fireborn are all right, but I think the Iron Demon is probably the play here. Like the classic sweaty Iron Demon action. Let's got you. We're going to get Chorf Warrior Grey Open's probably your best bet. Do we really need 2 Iron Demons, though, is the question. I don't know. Okay, let's do it to it. Okay. Stay for the dated 90s references. Yeah. The 90s was a hell of a time to be alive, man. I'm very grateful to have grown up in that era. So Kislev will have a lot of cav, but Plague Penguin is a cavalry player. He really, really likes his cav. That's how he jams. He's a mobile man. Blunderbusses are cute here, but I think get compromised a little bit too easily. What else do we want? Are Hobgoblins even that effective here, the Wolf Riders? They're kind of just a capture weight piece more than anything. I'm trying to think about the Iron Demon in this matchup. What is it vulnerable against? It's good against quite a bit, actually. They can be very, very difficult to get rid of, but if he's going to have a Streltsy line, and they are just going to be kind of dead weight. So I think we do that. And we're going to get you in reserve, you, and then one last unit here. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're about ready. We're about good to party. GLHF to my opponent. We're going to see what's cooking here. And I have 100 gold to spend. Let's get Cascading Fire Cloak, I guess. Right on. All right. Good luck to the Penguin, man. This is I wish I knew the map a little better. I chose it, but it was a bit of a gamble. Okay, there we go. Let's do it to it. Oh, we got some flavor text. Look at this. The Dwarves would have you believe that they are immune to the... Oh, I need to get rid of the James Hetfield blocker. They are immune to the taint of chaos, but it is not so. Ooh, looks like there was some good flavor there. All right, so here's the game plan. We got to watch out for little Groms, but look at this. Look at this. This is what I remembered, okay? The spawns on this map, they have little lakes where you can hide Deathreak rocket launchers. So I'm like, let's just plop down some Deathreakers right here in our little defensive mortar alcove and shoot into our enemy's army, right? Man, yeah, the problem with playing him here is he's going to see my build, and if we play in the semis... Maybe I should have thrown him off with like a destroyer build or something. I don't know, man. But look how forbidden this little lake is here, guys. Yeah, it's very forbidden. So here you go. Here you go. We're going to get our skirmishers up, and they can literally start on the points. We're going to get our front line, and one of you guys can go there. 2 of you guys, actually, with the fire glaives. And then you homies can go right up the middle. So 1... 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 and 6. All right. How evil is this spawn point, guys? I don't think it gets any more forbidden than that. That is just so juicy. I love it. All right. Yeah, we literally have like, this map was just made for me to have my artillery sitting in there. All right. Good luck to the Penguin. This guy's, he's a beast. We've gone back and forth with him before. We'll do what we can. Rise, champions, rise. Go forth and conquer. Okay. And 5 and 6. Just, if he starts with his skirmishers there, we should be able to get a volley right away, which is nice. And he does not. Okay, so let's move you guys up. Move you guys up. And are we in range already? Just about. So yes, we are. We're going to rip a rocket shot there. He's probably going to be so perplexed by this position here, you know? Like, so perplexed. All right, let's go to the middle. You guys park up here. Astro Chad's going to move out, and I think we just honestly do the spray fire on you guys. I think it'll be more cost-effective that way. So we're going to get you and just kind of start wearing on his infantry. Can shoot you guys. Get this. Call the Fireglaves towards the middle. You guys move up here. And, yeah, next up, we're going to call out some Hashut infantry. Yeah, already it's going well. We're going to start doing some big damage here, guys. All right, so we're going to do a little Flamestorm action right here. No, we got to save it, I think. All right, so the first salvo is a bit of a swing and a miss. We're going to lure him back into the hot gates where his numbers count for slightly less. Let's retreat you guys. Keep saving up resources. Fireglave's able to open up and do some great damage. We're going to park you guys on the outside and just keep that spray fire going. We have a lot of time. He does have Streltsy in the army, which is good. How many Zula Who's? We've Zula'd 4 Who's tonight, I think. Give or take. 4 Zula Who's, yeah. He's actually, I think, going to advance on me, which is interesting. Makes sense, I think. Makes sense. All right, so you guys keep blasting there. Let's mow those guys down. Yeah, he's going to want to press my artillery position. So we're going to get a bunch of Dawizar warriors ready to meet him here in the field. Okay, so you guys keep doing your thing here. We do get a little cute Death Shrieker right there. The big thing is, for us, is to hold on to one objective while we of course, you know, bombard him with artillery, essentially. Yeah, that is the play. All right, so we're going to get you to shoot the Streltsy there. And we're going to go ahead and shoot the Streltsy here also. And one of them is on the wrong firing module, I think. All right, so you guys fight there. We have Chaos Dwarf Warriors coming up to intercept you. We have some rolling up to the middle as well. Astrogoth can fight there also. And the Fireglaves will win that fight. They're gonna win that beauty contest. We got more Winged Lancers coming that way. Let's send some Armored Great Weapons over there to go try and hold that point. It's going to be hard, though. Okay, so the rockets... Red glare, the bombs bursting in air, able to get some good damage. And we're going to go ahead and do a little Flamestorm on you guys. Do this. And we'll see how the value trading continues to go. I mean, he's going to be dominating me on points, most likely. Flamestorm's still going here. We do see the skirmishers kind of chilling out here, the Kislevite warriors. The rockets are still raining. The Fireglave's overchasing a little bit, so we're going to want to get you guys up, pull you guys back. Continue poking on you guys, and we could activate the Black Hammer of Hashut, but I don't think we need to. So we are up on value, but he's going to be up on the points for sure. Let's get you guys in there, pull back the Fireglaves, keep going after the Halberd weaponry, and those guys are now down for the count. So what we can do now is get you to go after the Little Grom, just tie those bad boys down, and we're going to just keep going after his infantry. I think that's going to be the play, just to kind of remove the numbers on the field. All right, so here comes the Iron Demon, looking good. It's going to be a menace. We're going to need some Bull Centaur renders to start getting ground back. Those guys are getting close to being broken, and we do see some heavy cav coming into the woods, which we should be able to mitigate. We have some chaff there. My opponent's lines are breaking there. Let's get you here. These armored Kossars are almost done for. These warriors do have Buyer Blood, but they're going to break in about 8 seconds. Yep, Death Shriekers are okay against Cav, not amazing. I don't even know how he... Oh, Little Grom. Okay, that's how he did it. Let's pull the beast back into the woods here. All right. Yeah, he does have a stuff pretty good. He does have a stuff pretty good. But, you know, that's the par for the course with the way we're playing the build. It's par for the course. All right, so these guys are still fighting like absolute chads. Flamestorm is going to be active in a little while. The Great Weapons are going strong. And the Death Shriekers now have some new prey. He's calling in a fresh unit, so we just want to make his fresh units basically do nothing. And we can call in another Infernal Guard Fireglaive there. All right, so that is going to be the play. So you guys move up. Let's get you guys on the outside to start pressuring that objective. Astro Chad can go here. And now the guns are online once again. So we'll start shooting at the Winged Lancers. And we're going to go ahead and call you guys out over here and get some more Fireglaves coming up. I think we're in a good position. The Death Shriekers are just absolutely tossing him. They are doing a lot of work. All right, so we're going to go in a little Grom, get you guys over there. And the Iron Demon is going to give some value back to my opponent, unfortunately. So what can you do? Can't win them all. Things in the Woods being called in. Streltsy are on the way also. We do get a nice run over on these guys. We're going to get that objective. Things in the Woods are Netflix and chilling here. Fireglave's able to roll up. So they're going to come there, do a little something, something. And we can also call in some of you. All right, let's get you guys up. Send you back to the pits so we can get the fresh respawns. He's going to try and contest his side, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to get it. Let's go after that. Is that worth it? I don't know. I think we're pretty close to getting the objective, so we should probably just stay the course. Astrogoth can roll to the middle, and he's going to do a little Flamestorm right there on these guys, and we'll keep you back here to protect these. Do we flip the objective? Is it worth staying for a second longer to get it? Oh, we just barely lose it. Yeah, feels bad. It is what it is. All right, so you guys advance up. I don't want to lose all my skirmish cav, but it looks like our poor decision-making might just lead to that. Okay, so he's mainly cav. We are crushing him value-wise, but battlefield-wise, he's in pretty good shape. So we're going to get you, and we're going to get you here. The Infernal Chad Fireglaves will fight. We're going to get you guys to come in and help, and you guys to come in and help there. As the Iron Demon continues lurking, evading the wrath of the Little Grom. Our skirmish cav are back. Let's get you guys on the Winged Lancers. And we can get a couple little gremlins, making sure they don't push us here. Okay, so we're going to get one objective. It's very early on in the game to be playing the Helm's Deep mode, which he's already playing, basically. Let's do the rockets and switch the rockets here and do the rockets right here. Shoot these guys, and it looks like that side is going to go in our favor. Okay. So skirmishers, and we do have the Fireglaves. They can keep shooting. Let's park you guys on the point right here. Hopefully the Iron Demon can finish the job. And we're going to get some more Dowizar infantry coming straight out. So we do capture this outside point. The rockets are going to be picking off those guys. Infantry are obviously ideal, but ooh, we might actually be able to get his Lord. If he keeps popping his Lord up like that, it's worth taking the risk to try and blast him in the face there. All right, so how are the skirmishers doing? Iron Demon's going to move into the Griffin Legion. We're moving on up to the middle, and we can go ahead and call in a little bit of this as well. He does start to fold me on this side. Very good scrappy play from my opponent, making it very difficult. Probably needed the Bull Centaur renders a little bit earlier, but I feel like I've always been in a situation where like I can't afford to wait. You know, it's kind of been tough. All right, start shooting the Griffin Legion. The Iron Demon is still just running down whatever it can. Astro Chad going on that side, and the rockets, yeah, so shooting that character, not really worth it. So we're going to do you, and we're going to go ahead and do the Winged Lancers here. Move them up. Move them up. We still have time. We still have time. We don't need to panic yet. We do not need to panic quite yet, but we are getting to the point where a little bit of panic might be warranted. All right, Bull Centaur Render is going to be the call-in now, 100%. So we're going to get on the Griffin Legion here. You guys are going to be able to get the middle. That side is in our clutches, but not for too long. He's gonna get it right now. Things in the woods will counter our warriors pretty hard, so I think it's actually important to have some support there to keep what little momentum we do have. Okay, so you guys come across. The Infernal Chad Fireglave's going to get that point, so we need to get that one. As the Great Weapons are going to keep rolling up. And the shrieking of the rockets continues. Let's get that Griffin Legion and hopefully not friendly fire a lot of our boys. All right, so retreat back. Astrogoth's going to go after you guys. That was a really good rocket shot right there. And let's retreat you back into the woods here. Okay, so this objective is looking good for us. We need to get on it and get on it there. And we have the Great Weapons still going. Yeah, we got to make sure we don't shriek ourselves into oblivion. Astro Chad is wrestling this point, albeit very slowly. And those are Winged Lancers. Bull Centaur Renders probably were needed a little bit early, but I think we're going to get this point. We're going to get you, do this, do a little bit of that. We got the side point coming as well, so let's park you guys right there and get you on the cab unit there and you on the cab unit here. And hopefully we can just karate chop the sides of the map. We're going to see. All right, so let's get you guys up. Go start winning the sides. And this side belongs to us. We have the boys here who can probably fight this. The Death Shriekers are still doing good work against the cab, but is it enough? I don't know. Yeah, the things in the woods are down, so let's head to the middle. Yeah, the Death Shriekers unfortunately doing a bit of friendly firing, which feels bad. Inferno Guard Fire Chads are going to need a little bit of support, so we're going to call in some Hobgoblins here. All right, so Hobgoblins are coming. We're going to go run some shit down, and now we need to rotate and get the middle if we can. Rockets? Do we just go for the enemy lord and try and knock that thing out? I think it's actually more cost-effective than the spray fire mode to just go here. So we're going to go there, we're going to go there. These warriors can hang. We're going to rotate you to the middle. And this point's looking real sketchy. Oh, that was a huge rocket, though. Holy shit, that was really nice. Hawks and Miska, though, going to end our career probably. Yeah, I think he's got us. Well played, though. This is a good match, and we still make top 4, so this was a good lesson. Bull Centaur Renders were needed on the field earlier is pretty much what this game came down to. Those are Griffin Legion. Let's get you guys here. Bull Centaurs are arriving on the middle. We're going to get you right there and you right there. Little Grom also very menacing. Very, very menacing. That thing was incredibly good this game. All right. Is there anything I can do on this side? I don't think so. We're going to get the middle. It's just kind of a slow grind to get where we need to go here. But yeah, the Bull Centaurs, clean them up. You get you. Skirmisher is going to come in on the Dervishes. You're going to go on the Dervishes as well. Let's go. Spray fire mode. How are the bull centaurs looking? Man, little Grom carrying. Holy shit, that little Grom just killed like all my bull centaurs and basically ended my hopes of having a chance here. Yeah, really good match. Beautiful match. This is our first loss today. Yeah, we went 4-0 and then we lost this game. We don't have enough time. This was the map actually was not good for us either. It was really favored his mobility cap style. Granted, the Death Freakers really were brutal. I mean, he didn't have a lot of answers for them. GG, great game, dude. Very good game. He's a Bretonnian main, so you can see the cab play really being reflected there. GG, dog. Well played. And he can report the score. And we are going to be in top 4. We might get a rematch with him or one of the other top 4 players. So Little Grom definitely was huge. The Death Freakers, 1,400 and 1,500. So he didn't have too many good targets for them, but they were still good. Infernal Guard Fireglaves were fine. I think just more Bull Centaur renders out quicker. Because he was all big stuff, right? We just needed anti-large to fight him. That would have been money. He did a really good job with Hawks and Miska, too. Using it just to break leadership with his cap charges. It was brutal. It's very, very brutal. Okay, so he's going to report the score. Let's see if top 4 is ready. Soon to be. So Blake got his buy round point. We need to get Empire for hire his buy round point. So Empire for hire here. There we are. And yes, more Warhammer action to come. Oh, there's a ton of Warhammer Fantasy books, man. Gotrek and Felix is the way, though. If you guys want to dive into the Warhammer Fantasy literary universe, just Gotrek and Felix all day. They're easy reads, just super mindless, but very fun. Just classic, 90s, early 2000s adventure novels. Yeah, the Fireglaves, I mean, he was compromising them quite well. So arguably, we cut the Fireglaves and mix in Bull Centaur renders, and I think we win that game. If we just don't bring Fireglaves and bring renders instead. But renders also would have died to Little Grom, so there's some, something to be said about that. Hey, our tiebreaker doing a good job. Stallion with some nice wins. And let's refresh the brackets. They are really fun books. They're very fun. All right, so just waiting now. Just waiting here. Taking a look at the tourney right now. We currently have Blood Penguin winning. Anticity won his game against Gondola. Jack. A couple other games are coming up. Ent is looking to be in top 4, but the die is not fully cast yet. Blood Penguin is there with Kislev. I'm there with Dwarfs. Anticity is here, maybe. Is there anybody who could threaten him here? There's still some other games to be played. Gondola losing that pretty much takes him out of the running. Big H is lurking with a strong tiebreaker, and so is Jack. So it depends on how that goes. If Jack wins, Jack and Big H are playing each other. Okay. So that one of those guys is going to jump ahead of Ent, and then he would be 4th place. And I don't know if anybody else is ready to go there. You went 0-5? What a nightmare. Let me guess, you're playing Bretonnia. What time is it in California? 8:30. Hobo. Blake. We got to make sure his score is right. Yeah, looks right. Okay. All right, so top 4 is coming up. I'm going to go refill my water, and I will be right back. All right, guys, I returned. Thanks for joining tonight. We almost are there. Yeah, so those guys will finish. And I think everything's looking pretty good. You enjoyed the Zomboid video? I'm good. I'm glad some people did. It didn't do too well. It didn't seem like a lot of the regular watchers were interested in it, but I'm glad a few of you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that's what really matters. 4:30 in the UK, man. What are you doing up? Fantastical. What are you doing, man? You having a late night party here? Went Chowie, when it went against Chowie, Beastmen, Vampires, and Ogres. Okay, so Bretonnia is probably one of the hardest factions in the game to play, despite having a decent win rate now. If we take a look, you can see Bretonnia is sitting at a 50%, actually, but are incredibly hard to play. Ogres are definitely favored against you. Beastmen is a bit of a toss-up, actually. Beastmen and Bretonnia can have really fun back-and-forth fights, in my experience. Yeah, but the Chowie, I think, definitely are good against Bretonnia. Although, apparently, according to the win rates, let's see. Where are the Chowie? Chaos Dwarfs. Am I just missing them? Are they just not here? Here they are, yeah. That looks pretty even, actually. Bretonnia is super hard, man. Don't worry about it. I probably would have gone like 2 and 3 tonight, too, with them. A bit too early for bedtime. Makes it easier to catch some Turin streams. There you go. Hell yeah. We're going to be streaming during the day soon again, too. I've been sleeping in myself pretty heavily. Wife and I have been recovering from the Rona, so we're pretty much all better now, but it was leading to some deep sleep and sweaty sleeping sessions there. Okay. So T top 4. Let's get in there. And so it begins. The great battle of our time. I would probably rather play Anticity again than play Kislev. Even though Anticity is a terrifying player, it's a more even matchup. Whereas Kislev is pretty favored against you, so that's scary. Okay, so tiebreakers are coming into effect. Big H and Jack fighting it out for top 4. What is Potato Evil doing? Let's see how he's doing. Pontyclaw is there. So our tiebreakers did pretty good tonight. Did he get 3 wins? Yeah, he lost against Space Pope in round 1. Cool. Let the games begin. I'm thinking for the Dawn of War release. When Dawn of War 4 comes out, I'm thinking of making a Total Tavern website. Because we can copy the code of the website and just kind of reboot it and have 2 websites. So we could have like a 40K version of the website, which would be pretty fun. Yeah, we can have a league going, have tournaments, all that cool stuff. I think it'd be great. December 6th, dude, it was like a full year for this one, right? For the delay. Weight of Torment, or Tides of Torment. Yeah, Waiting of Torment. Yeah. It's a long time, man. Yeah, I mean, Norska and Slaanesh are already top tier factions. The real curveball question is how strong are the High Elves going to be? Are they going to become a contender and finally get their time in the sun? Because I don't think there's ever been a time in Total War competitive where you were like, holy shit, the High Elves are just terrifying. They're dominating. There was times where they were used in like championships and best of sevens and stuff, but it was never like they were like a meta go-to faction, like ever. Yeah, we'll see. 1.5 more months, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's get this party started. Let's have some fun and see how the top 4 is looking. Those guys are still going at it, and it's looking pretty clear-cut now. It looks like we have Blood Penguin went undefeated with Kislev. I went 4-1, Ent went 4-1, and then we're going to be seeing the winner of Big H and Jack grabbing a spot here, and that should be it. And then we'll have our top 4. Is this going to be a big update to the factions? Yeah. I mean, the 3 factions, Brant, that are in the DLC are going to be getting, 3 or 4 new units. They're going to be getting new lords, new heroes. It's a huge change to the meta, like a big change. The Merworm. I hope the Merworm is good. It's always sad when big cool monsters are just terrible, but yeah, I hope it's good. I do hope it is good. All right, Potato finished, and then we just have Jack. So Jack would be, I would actually want, I like Jack. He's a great guy, but I would want him to lose here because he's playing Dwarves. If he plays Dwarves, it's another hard matchup in the top 4. It's really cursed. Chaos Dwarves get wrecked by Dwarves pretty bad. What's the win rate? Yeah, 37% win rate against regular Dwarves for Chowie. Against Tzeentch, you could see it's pretty even usually. Although actually pretty good win rate right now. It was about a 65% before we won earlier, so that's good. If we can play Tzeentch again, I'm happy about that. That's for sure. I hope Henry Cavill becomes meta. Oh, the Lore Masters of Foeth? Yeah. The dreaded Henry Cavill build. Yeah, it'll be fun. I actually unironically like Henry Cavill in some matchups. Like I like him against like Cathay and against Dwarfs sometimes with High Elves because he's a dedicated armored anti-infantry specialist who also has healing. So you could just go with him and you can get a character like Turin if you want to, or even like a dragon character. Lots of cool stuff. No, we do not want to face the Dwarves. Dwarves counter the Chaos Dwarves pretty hard. Especially somebody who just grinds Dwarves all day and that's like all they do. That's hard. What would you say is the most niche unit for Dwarfs? Niche. Probably the Dreadquake is pretty freaking niche. Like it's objectively not good, but in a couple like 1 or 2 matchups it's decent. So probably my answer would be Dreadquake is like very niche, but it's not like bad, but it's also not good. But in a couple niche situations, the Dreadquake can turn games around. It's very weird. It's very weird. Yeah. All right. Are the homies done yet? Do we believe in a thing called love? We need to avoid Kislev and Dwarfs. That's what we need to avoid. Okay, top 4 is ready. And it is Big H. Okay, so here's what needs to happen right now for us to win this tournament, okay? Let me show you real quick. We need Anticity to play against Blood Penguin and beat him. I need to play against Big H and win there. And then I need to face Tzeentch in the finals, which is still a really hard fight because it's, the #1 ranked player in the world. But as far as the matchups go, that's probably the best. So let's see if we can get lucky and roll the dice here. Didn't Dreadquake beat Sharks in the last finals? I don't know. Was it your tournament? Oh, no, you're talking about my season finals. I don't know. Maybe it did. Okay, so faction tournament. I'm just happy we made top 4, man. That's always a good feeling with such good players playing. Okay, let's go ahead and advance the top 4 here. Oh, God, you're Chaos Dwarves? Oh, no. Okay, I would rather not play you then, just because that's not fun to watch. Oh, it's a Chaos Dwarf mirror match. Oh, it happened. All right. So we got our top 4. It's going to be versus Big H. And then we have Blood Penguin versus Anticity. It did end up happening as we prophesized. Okay. This is a pretty cursed matchup, this one. It's just mirror matches are always cursed. That's why I say that. I didn't know he was Chaos Dwarves also. I didn't know. But hey, at least we're going to get rid of potentially some very scary factions on the other side. Like, this is the best path to victory in the tournament. This player is probably just as good as I am, but in the matchup wise, this is the best it's going to get, It's the best it's going to get. Thank you to everybody else for playing in the earlier rounds of the tournament. And here we go. Only dwarves are left in despair. Yeah. All right. Let's finalize this. There we go. Destroyer? Yes. I'm going to get him with the freaking Destroyer, dude. You just watch. Okay. And we are going to do... so map ban is going to be me. No worries. Okay. So Road to Talipime, Valley of Lies, or the Decrepit Moor. I will ban Road to Talipime. All right, so now it's his choice on what he wants to pick. And we're going to play a Chaos Dwarf mirror match. You're welcome, Dark Horse. Hope you had fun. And we're going to keep going. Double the Zula-Hoo. I mean, there's going to be some Zula-Hooing for sure. Both end up going Goblin Hordes. It's possible. It's very possible, man. Semifinals here, guys. We made it. We should at least change the banner. We'll be the Chaos Dwarf Rebels. And we just got to wait to see what Rogue AI is going to do. Who will dig to... I mean, the Chaos Dwarves are... They're not like the definition of delve too greedily and deeply because they don't really delve deep. They delve upwards into like big spires and towers and forges. The dwarves are definitely still the greedy delvers because they like go underground and run into Skaven and goblins and shit. And it's just like, you know, it's not fun for anybody really. All right, so waiting to see what map we're on. So it's either going to be Valley of Lies or Decrepit Moor. They're both fun maps. It's just dealer's choice. All right, let's get James Hetfield up. He's going to block the screen. And we're going to get this party started. Yes, yes. Choices, man. Evil. I do like Astrogoth here, but Flamestorm isn't like... Flamestorm's alright. Double Infernal Engineer. The Castellans are pretty cool, but they can be overwhelmed. They can for sure be overwhelmed. Waiting to see. Okay, we're going to play Valley of Lies, which is a very fun map. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Alright, so let's fire this off. Yes. Good. Good, Anakin, good. Alright, so the evil Palpatine laughter is here. It's my dog. Well, he croaked a long time. He's very... If Wookiee was still alive now, he would be... Ooh, he would be 21 years old. Yeah, he croaked when he was about 16 or 17. He had a good run. He was a very decrepit old dog, but he fought and was a little grumbler to the bitter end there, you know. Really, really going in on it. Okay. Yes. Yes. What other options do we have? Tonight's bracket was hellish with the faction picks people made, so Chaos Dwarf Mirror Match seems fitting for top 4. Why was it hellish? I thought the brackets weren't too bad tonight. I mean, we had some very good players, obviously, but yeah, it felt pretty good. All right, so that is gonna be it. Yeah, Wookiee, he had a good long run. He really did. A majestic creature he was. Truly salt of the earth. Yes and yes. Let's cut you, and what is that going to allow us to bring? You know, I kind of like this idea, actually. Seems like kind of a fun one. All right. So homie is there. We're going to go ahead and throw in a couple of you guys for capture. We did lose one game, Dante. Yeah, we lost the Kislev, which is a pretty good counter against Chaos Dwarves, and we put up a good fight. It was a very close game. So we ended up going 4-1, and now we're in the semifinals in a Chaos Dwarf mirror match, which is pretty epic. So we are going to do it to it. Yeah, I think these guys will be good. And Iron Demons in this matchup are probably a little bit Jankimus Prime. As far as infantry goes, probably just a couple great weapon. Infantry are going to be very welcome. Blunderbusses in this matchup, yeah, I think they just have a bad time usually. They just have a bad old time. So what else could he bring? He's going to bring those guys. I think we actually switch it up, yeah. I think that was the correct play all along. Okay. Yeah, we are here in the dreaded semis. Playing the Chaos Dwarf mirror match. That is what's going to be cooking. 1-1, yes and yes. And for our last disappearing act, like having sneaky blunderbusses to pop out of the bushes every now and then doesn't feel terrible. It doesn't feel bad. They are a little bit cheaper than Fireglaves. Something to think about. Okay, what else do we need? Evil Dawizar battle here. Uh-oh, he's picking, I think, Tzeentch's color scheme here. So many zoos to be hooed. That's right, we're going to Zulahoo the hell out of this game, guys. Just prepare yourselves for some Zulahooing. It's like the new Morbius. Okay, and then that leaves us with 500, which is an awkward amount of money, but we'll take it. Oh, it's such an awkward amount of money, man. Yes. All right, GLHF, man. Let's see how the hell this goes. This is going to be interesting. Oh, shit. Is it too late? No, man. I just thought of something as the game started. I was like, hell. The hatred in Wookiee's eyes. He was a hater for sure. He was a player hater. So we rescued him from a shelter in Utah and brought him out to California. And the people at the shelter were like, yeah, Wookiee's like, you know, not that we wanted like a young dog or anything. Like I would happily adopt an old dog. But they were like, yeah, he's like 2 or 3 years old and we get him and he's like, we take him to our local vet and they're like, yeah, I think he's like 6 or 7. Wookiee catfished us. And then basically he has a thing where he only cares about like, he only really gets super friendly with women. Like at first when we first rescued him, it was my mom. And then when my wife came out from Poland and we settled down here, he quickly became my wife's minion and, you know, just kind of watched me with the evil eye all the time. Like, I would spend all day just giving him, like, attention and, like, you know, I used to sit with him up on my lap and watch Star Trek. We would just, like, sit on this, like, big recliner chair and watch the Star Trek shows and... and he was such a hater, man. He was such a hater. All right. So, we're going heavy duty with the artillery. We have 2 Death Shriekers, and we have a freaking a Hell Cannon here. So we're just going to try and win the artillery duel, basically. And hopefully farm my opponent's army. Game recognizes game, that's right. Yeah. So we have a Sorcerer Prophet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We've always rescued our doggies. We have our other rescue here, Lola. She also goes by the name Chicken. I've showed you guys pictures. She's like a really gremlin Chihuahua Terrier mix. All right. Good luck. Have fun. I don't know about the positioning. It's a little bit risky, but I think it'll work out. So I assume he's doing the exact same thing. Oh, he's not. Okay. So we might actually be okay then. Because whoever like blinks first in this artillery chicken duel is going to have a bad time. All right. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves. All right, let's move you guys up. And does he have artillery? He does have a Death Shrieker. He has got 2 Death Shriekers. Okay, so we're going to need to hopefully do fine here. So we're going to rip a shot into the enemy lord out of the gates. We're going to run up and grab the point. And we can get a Final Transmutation here too if we want to. We'll see. But we do have a Hell Cannon, so we're going to rip the shot, see if we can get Homeboy. And then we're going to need to go back and get this objective here. We can do sneaky, but those rockets will hurt the enemy lord pretty good. And he's going to be in range soon with his Death Shrieker, so we're going to do that. Switch on to him. We're going to move forward and pressure his Death Shriekers to hopefully allow ours to win the fight. That's kind of the idea. All right, so you're going to stay here. We're going to go target you. He does not have any Infernal Guard Fireglaves in the optimal positioning, so we can maybe get in and bully these guys a little bit. All right, so on the other side here, we're going to call in a Fireglaive. They're going to roll up and start pressuring you. And now we are here with our gun. So we're going to start nailing this thing down. And if we win the Death Shrieker duel, we just win the game, basically. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, let's get out of here. Dodge, and just keep going. Because we're shooting it with our pistol, which is making it weaker to fire damage. It's the MLG Pro Gamer plays. All right, so now we just go after the other one, and we can get our Hell Cannon to shoot it as well. And we just probably win the game if we clear these out. Most likely. That one got nailed by another rocket. It's going to shatter and run off the map. Pretty much a dream start for us, really. Very, very good. So now we just kite him and cackle and run away with the game. Hey, Zaxby, thank you, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the donation for the rescue doggies. Yes, we'll get her some, well, she's very old, our Chihuahua. She doesn't, oh, he's in spray fire mode. He's in the wrong fire mode. That feels bad. Yeah, it feels bad. Anyways, we're going to get you here. We're going to run you this way. And he's coming full tilt now. He's going for it. He's letting the rage boner out. All right, let's get you up. And we can turn on the enemy lord here. The Fireglaves are going to start shooting him. You guys do this. We're going to come over here and dive these, run you back. And did we get all the artillery offline? We did. All right, that's pretty big. So now what we could do is we could just shoot you, or we can go rocket mode and just start trying to waste the enemy lord here. I think that's a good call. All right, let's run you back. Keep the Fireglaive shooting. And yeah, you guys can just come back here and help out as well. We're going to need you guys to punish a little bit. And keep retreating. Okay, so let's get a Hobgoblin here. They're going to run out and deal with you guys. We're going to go after the Sorcerer Prophet, and we're going to get an overcasted Final Transmutation here, which is going to be very, very painful for them. All right, form ranks. Hell Cannon is shooting away. Those guys get ripped up, and we do have an overcasted Final Transmutation, which we can do soon. We'll have to see, but so far this game is very, very, very favored for us. Because it's the artillery trade just went so terribly, and now we're going to get him with a big Final Transmutation, which is going to hit like both of his big boys, which is going to be nasty, and we can bring the rockets to get him here. All right, so he's getting nailed, but we don't want to lose our Lord also. That could be a throw. We're going to do this. He tried to sneak back on my... Oh, look at that. The Spec Ops play. I love that. Holy shit, that's cool. Good thing we had some Hobgoblins appearing back there, like, just in that moment. So we're going to follow his Lord. You guys shoot here. We do manage to protect our Hell Cannon, which should be going after those guys, for the record. We're going to chase his big boy off the battlefield. And great. So far, so good. Yeah, he's going after the Death Streaker now. Our gun lines are shooting happily. Let's come back here and get a terror out on these guys. You guys shoot here. And it's only a matter of time. We just need to escort the big man off the battlefield, make sure he's a non-factor, basically. All right. So I love the sneak attack. It just took too long to get there. It was a MLG pro gamer play for sure, but yeah, he knows it's over. GG. All right. We both had rockets, but he had his rockets on the wrong fire mode, and I was able to close the distance and punish his rockets first, and it just won us the game, basically. All right. GG, dog. Okay. So, yeah, that was basically it. We got his Lord, we got his rockets, and now we're in the finals. Yeah, all right. We need Tzeentch in the finals. If we get Kislev, I'm going to be sweating bullets. But we'll see. At least we know we played both these guys tonight. We won against Tzeentch, and we lost against Kislev. Still got it. Yeah, the old man can still get there sometimes. Turn finals. Okay. And it's probably going to be a hot minute before we get in there. They dwarfed all over the place. That's right. There we have it. Decisive victory indeed. Okay. Outstanding. So now, who are we going to get? Who will be our foe? Let's report that. That's going to be Chaos Dwarves. Victory over Chaos Dwarves. Zula who? Anticity did go full mobility against me, basically. I mean, he might change it up. I don't know. I'm not going to deviate my strategies too much. We're going to keep it more or less the same. Kislev just... Little Grom counters like half of your roster. Little Grom kills your artillery. It kills your Bull Centaurs, your Fireborn, your Infernal Guard Fireglaves. Kislev just has answers for like everything that the Chaos Dwarves do through Little Grom. And also their other elements trade well. Their Heavy Cavalry and Light Cav outtrade your Light Cavalry. Yeah, so we really would probably rather play Tzeentch again and take our chances against Ent. You know? Season final. So the season is going to be ending on... Let's see. We're going to end the season on Friday night. So tomorrow night at midnight. And then I'm probably going to schedule the season finals, the championship, to be on the new update. So what I'm going to try and do is maybe work something out with see if CA would be willing to sponsor a tournament so that the players in my top 16 championship for Total Tavern, the world championship essentially, would get a bigger prize pool. I'm going to see if I can work out some magic there. He's playing Tzeentch today, game. Yeah. Kislev is good. Kislev is a solid A-tier faction. Solid A-tier. Would it be possible to do a tournament where you pick your army setup in the beginning and have to use it for every matchup? People do that. We've done that several times, Philosophy, tabletop tournaments. We had like 5 or 6 of them. It was pretty fun. I think I prefer this. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun as like a little gimmick for a while. All right. So now we just need to see who's going to win here. And I'll message the Penguin. Likely, it's going to be a very sweaty game between Anticity and Penguin. Hey Nathan, thank you for the donation. Turin, that was the greater evil to the finals. Yes, evil. You know what? I think I'm fired up to go paint some Chaos Dwarves, man. It's time. I'm gonna go paint some of my old Chaos Dwarves. I was on a big Lord of the Rings binge, but the fires of Hashut have pulled me back. Didn't play Warhammer for a long time, reviewing for my board exams. Now it is done. The first thing I did was open the channel and it was live. Hey man, I got you, and hope your board exams go well. I imagine that's pretty stressful. There's going to be a big Nagash DLC, I bet. Like, we're going to get Nagash. We're going to get units for all the undead factions. I don't know how, like, Nagash is going to be implemented. Is he going to be on vampire counts, or does he get, like, a sub-faction from the Tomb Kings? I don't know. But there's probably going to be, like, a big, scary Nagash DLC that buffs up all the undead factions at once. Just kind of get them all, line them up, and just give them some goodies. You know, give every one of them a couple new units, and the Big Daddy comes in as well, right? You know, something like that would be fun. Okay, so those guys are still going at it. Our game was very quick, obviously, so yeah, we'll see. Nerf as well. I don't think that you need any nerfs for undead. I mean, vampire counts are fine. The only thing on vampire counts that's kind of bullshit is Scab Scraith. But aside from that, like, they're pretty fine roster. I mean, they have their weaknesses, but yeah, Scab Scraith is the one thing that I think is kind of dumb in general. It just like so many matchups become unwinnable because of Scab Scraith, you know? Like, Skaven get wrecked by it, Tomb Kings get wrecked by it, Greenskins. You just, like, can't even bring infantry against them that are light because they just get killed by that one spell. Yeah. I'd probably nerf Scab Scraith to be, like, a single charge so they can still use it, but just, like, once or something. It's so stupidly strong. And if vampire count mains are, like, if you nerf Scab Scraith, we're going to be terrible, well, then that's a problem with the roster, because if your whole roster falls apart because of one item on a support hero, then that's just, like, haggard. And honestly, vampire counts were doing fine without White Kings. They were doing fine with double Necromancer builds and, you know, all sorts of stuff. All right. Let's do this and see what is cooking. Are we ready? We're still waiting here, I think. Yeah, those guys sweating it out right now. Nagash's return, probably, who knows? Robbie says, I'm a plastic surgeon, have my oral board next month. Just got word I was accepted. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. Getting the big wins in life. All right. Well, we'll see if the Dwarfs can take it home for you. We're going to try. I had to go eat and watch. Yeah, we're in the grand finals, Alex. We're in the grand finals. We had a Chaos Dwarf mirror match for the semis. And then it was just kind of an artillery duel. And my rockets were able to shoot before his rockets were. And that just basically won us the game. It was literally double death streaks against each other and just a rocket RNG duel. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Chaos Dwarf Indies are actually for sale now. I think you can get them from G-Dubs. Like, they only had the starter box. Let me look. Age of Sigmar, Chaos, Helmsmiths of Hashut. I think, are they on pre-order or something? I don't know. Yeah, they still only have the box. I think they're going out for pre-order tomorrow or on Saturday. These are the new Chaos Dwarves. They look pretty cool, actually. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the big bull monster, but the infantry look great. When you paint them in the proper scheme, they look awesome. There's a new Death Freak rocket launcher back there. I think it looks cool, honestly. Yeah, you can look at the minis up close. Like, that thing looks sick. That's really cool, actually. The Hobgoblins look awesome. Yeah. The Lord looks really neat as well. You know what I want? There's one unit I really, really want for this game. I want Aspiring Champions of Nurgle that are these guys. The Putrid Blight Kings. Just give me Gutrot Spume, right? As a hero. That'd be awesome, by the way. And then give us these guys as, like, Nurgle. Oh, no, Ent, you left me with the dreaded Kislev. Yeah, Putrid Blight Kings. These guys are so freaking cool. Look at that. Like, if we got an Aspiring Champion unit, like Wrathmongers for Nurgle, but these guys, Nurgle would suddenly become very good. Like, Wrathmongers are such a game-changer unit. Aspiring Champions are amazing. Just give us these guys. Just armor-piercing, great weapon. Freaking Terminators, dude. Sign me up. All right, so we got the penguin. Oh my god, he just jump scared me in the lobby. Yo, let's do it. Okay, so looking at the maps here. And what's it going to be? We are going to do Arachnarok Lair, Road to Talipime, or Edge of the Darkwood. Okay, so who's banning first? Is it going to be me or him? I ban first, okay. So let's do banning. So either Arachnarok Lair or Edge of the Darkwood going to be the maps here. It's a hard matchup. It's about a 60-40, 65-35 favored for Kislev, but I think we have a chance. We have a chance. He's banning Lair. Okay, we're going to do Edge of the Darkwood. Great. So let's do it. So Edge of the Darkwood's going to be the map. I'll show you the edge of my Darkwood. It's go time, man. Let's have some fun. All right. Oh, man. This map's very big. A lot of funky shenanigans here. So front line. A lot of scary shot cav going to be coming in. That is for sure. Do we go 12 bolt throwers in the back? There is a chance. It's going to be hard, but there is a chance. Okay. Trying to think here. He's going to have like 1 million mobility units just cackling around the map. This thing has nice range. Yeah, army blocker. Yeah, we probably should. Just in case he accidentally joins the stream to say hi. We don't want him to feel bad there. I'll get the blocker. Say hello to James Hetfield. He returns to you. It's almost Christmas. The little Christmas Wookiee. Elemental Bear. I don't think he'll do that. Yeah, that would be a big gamble. This is the finals. He probably wants to win, so he's going to be going for the bread. Yeah, Little Grom is a huge problem. Like, I don't know how to effectively deal with Little Grom with Chaos Dwarves. Try something a little bit hog wild here. It's a bit of an experimental gamble, but I think we need to take chances, considering this is a hard matchup. Yes. I like that. We're taking chances here, guys. We're taking chances, which I think is necessary. Okay. Penguin is a good player. Oh, he's really, yeah, he's really good. Plus he's really good. Plus it's also favored for him, the matchup. So that's where the conundrum lies. Yeah, I think we go this build again. Chortling and Hashut. Okay, 1 and 1. We're going to get you guys out there to party. The Iron Demon was reasonably good, actually. Bretonia's doing fine. They've got a 50% win rate. They've been having not insane success in tournaments or anything, but they've been doing pretty good. Great to see Penguin. And I know, we made it to the finals, guys. We did it. Only to... Remember, I am the gatekeeper, so I have to make sure that Plague Penguin is worthy for his tournament win, you know? I'm like the guy that when players start to get a little bit rusty, I start to beat you, and you know you got to start practicing again. I'm the gatekeeper, man. We got to keep him in check here. Make sure everything is good. The Iron Demon was kind of all right. How do we like the Iron Demon in this matchup? Was it really good? Okay, so we get this, and then we're going to want to get some of you as well. Oh, yeah, I think this is the way we do it. This is a wild-ass build, guys, but I think it's actually decent. So like, have fun, man. Plague Penguin's a really cool guy, too. Very, very friendly. Always jovial and good spirits. Oh, God, I just splashed some shit in my eye. Oh, God. Come on, baby. All right, James Hetfield, thank you. Yeah, the Iron Demon is risky in some matchups at Rogue AI, trust me. It's very dodgy against cannon factions. Like against like Cathay, probably you don't want to bring it. Sometimes you have to, like, the interchangeable unit is usually, I brought something that's very old meta, like very, very old meta here. This is like meta from when the Chaos Dwarves first came out. Don't know how it's going to go, but it's fun to try. And, you know, I gotta innovate, because if I don't, he's just going to beat me. So we got to innovate. Itachutu Astrogoth. We have Zulahu'd pretty hard today, so we got to keep Zulahuing. He's got to. Our boy has got to arrive. He's coming back. Oh, Plague Penguin's gonna disconnect, and we get the win, dude. Yeah, let's go. All right, so obviously Death Shriekers are mandatory, I think. No, it's the Infernal Castellan meta. Do you guys remember this? Using them with their long rifles and anti-large halberds. It was the forbidden ways of old. We're gonna send 3 laborers to the back objective to go sit back there. Okay, and then we get you in 2, you guys in 3. And then we get the Death Shriekers over here. I'll probably put the Death Shriekers a little bit far back. I think we could just like leave them out here. Little Grom will come for me, but I don't know. I'm not going to hide them this time, because if you hide them, sometimes they can jump you from out of the trees. And I want to be able to cover Objective 3 too. Mortals are too risky, because he's just going to use a big nuke spell and probably kill them. The cast, come on. If you guys aren't happy with these guys, look at this. Oh yeah, Castellans are sick. God, Fantasy Chaos Dwarves were just the coolest thing ever. They have anti-large halberds and also have good single entity shots too. So the idea is, yeah, Gust of True Flight is scary. Well, if I hide them here, can I actually reach his back? No, it's literally, I'm going to be able to reach just the middle, and then he's just going to start playing the outside, and I'm going to lose. So we gotta play our Shriekers here. We're going to try and bring it home. We're trying. It's a cursed one here. All right. They took our jobs. All right, let's get you here, move you up. And yes, the rest of the army is going to advance. Little Grom, only one Little Grom, thank goodness. If he had multiple, I was going to be sweating bullets here. All right, so the Death Shriekers can provide a little bit of fire support. Holy shit, okay, never mind. He's got like a full party bus here on my back objective. All right, let's at least secure the middle while we just poke. And we're going to move you guys over there. And the Death Shriekers can start shooting here, and we can start shooting here as well. Okay. We gotta try and get one of the objectives here. So we're gonna get Astrogoth to the middle. Castellans are gonna roll up, and we are gonna call in just some cheap hobgoblins probably. Okay, he wants it. He wants it bad. But our unpaid interns are coming for blood. Okay, so we do get some rocket fire. Just gonna miss. Let's go ahead and take Fire at Will off, and we can put them in control group 4. All right, great. So move up, move up. And we're going to get them eventually. So now we can come back here and contest this point. We're going to need to send a sustainable infantry unit back there. Although, honestly, I think just getting Bull Centaurs on the field already is going to be very good. Astrogoth Zulahu. All right, Astrogoth, you hide behind the pillar here. He's trying to shoot Astrogoth, which is a good play. We're going to get a Bull Centaur out. You know, start playing that game very early and retreat. He wants it bad here. He really wants to charge me. I can tell he's got a full chub. And you boys are going to get up in the middle, and then we need to get the spray fire mode going on you guys, and you guys go right here too. And Astrogoth can go Zulahu potentially in my opponent's backfield. We're going to go play that out and see how that goes. As you guys now park on the objective, we're going to do this. And the Castellans can start shooting at whatever, really. Just taking pot shots at the Ice Witch. All right, so, yep, now the rockets are going to come in. He's going to charge my chaff units, which is fine. The Bull Centaur Renders are going to come stabilize my backfield. And we're just kind of creeping around here. We're going to go get on this Little Grom, actually, and then get our 2 Death Shriekers to try and kill it. See if we can, although, no, he's running. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to do this, go back to this mode, and we're going to get you guys on this as well. So Astrogoth just chasing Little Grom around is going to be very cost-effective. Let's do this, let's do that. Get you guys out this way, and get the Castellans to start fighting the Winged Lancers here. Just keep cackling here. We're going to do a little Flame Stormage right there on these guys and try and take them down. Little Grom may be overextended a little bit, so we might be chortling here. As the Death Shriekers, look, if we friendly fire, it's great. It's a win for everybody, because, yeah, we're not going to be hurting too bad. Let's get another big boy coming over here. The Castellans are trying to fight on the point. We're going to get you guys under here. And those are Winged Lancers. Yeah, so those are Winged Lancers here. A little bit sketchy. I probably shouldn't have called that a Skullcracker, but it's fine. All right, so Astro Chad is in the backfield, surrounded by a hell of a lot of enemy units. And, yeah, he's coming from my back point again. Let's move in there. Get the Castellans in melee here versus these guys. Keep chasing. Retreat you back to that objective. All right. So awesome. From here, I think more Bull Centaurs. Astrogoth doesn't really care about any of these units. So we just keep boinking them down here. Let's get you guys back there. Castellan's going to go get in melee combat there. And the Bull Centaurs can make sure we don't lose our back objective. Because he's going to keep trying to rat mode that. Whereas I need to just keep value trading here. All right, Astro Chad being a menace. He's just keeping Little Grom in check. So we can run away with him now. Try and escape out of that situation. We'll see. All right, let's do that. And the Skullcracker's coming in. Start cracking some skulls. He's trying to use like the mass mobility, capture weight kind of shenanigans to get me down here. But let's now get some Chorf Warriors coming up, which is going to be good. All right, Astrogoth is a little bit tied down. He does have some things in the woods, which are actually a counter to him, so we're going to need to get him away. The Bull Centaurs can chase into the woods here. And now let's rotate back to the middle here, see what's cooking. And how are the Castellans doing? They're doing all right, actually. He does have a lot, though. He does have a lot of stuff left. All right, so let's get on you. Let's get on you with the Death Shriekers. Get the Iron Demon coming across. And you guys are about to get absolutely karate chopped. Those are Winged Lancers. So we're going to need more Bull Centaurs to fight them off, probably. Probably going to be the play. These Renders are in the woods having a good old time. And Astro Chad is slightly surrounded right now, but that's what he loves. So he's just going to drop a little vortex right there and see if he can escape. Is he going to be able to? Yes, I think so. The Skullcracker, holy shit, is getting a little grommed so freaking hard. Okay, we need to get that thing out of there, man. Okay, in the meantime, let's just keep fighting in the woods, seeing if we can get any freebies. And this guy needs to go hide in the woods right now. Astro Chad was able to escape. Pretty money. And the Castellans are just going to be grinding me value, which is nice. A couple of them advancing up here, so we need to hopefully shoot you guys down and get you back up. We're doing pretty good on value trading, but again, that's not the issue in this matchup. It's more the objectives. Astrogoth is trapped up once again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spray fire on those guys and try and free our boy. Okay, so keep going, keep going. Let's call in more Bull Centaur Renders. Let's get you guys coming up and get you guys moving up there. The Bull Centaur is still chasing in the woods, but we're going to need them out here now. That's going to be what's cooking. All right. We can get one of you guys to spray fire right there, too. Yeah, Astrogoth dying to those things in the woods feels really bad. That could cost us the game for sure, but we can always resummon them. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's see if we can just get him out. Yeah, okay, good. He's going to let him out. Yeah, he's realizing the danger of that. Okay, so spray fire right there, and you guys pull back. And we do have Bull Centaurs coming in the back to help out versus the Winged Lancers. These guys come around the side, and let's go get on this fight here versus these guys. Great. Astrogoth is going to drop a Flamestorm right there. We need to keep getting him away, if at all possible. My opponent might play some shenanigans on this objective, so we'll get some boys over there to make sure we don't lose it. It's a really big part of this is making sure we don't lose on the objectives, because that's what he's going to be going for. Okay, Astrogoth needs to just keep waddling away, basically. Let's do this. We have our mobility blob moving up to the middle. He's getting away. This guy's in a bit of a dangerous situation, and the Bull Centaurs do get surrounded and killed back there. So that was a really nice play on his part. All right, so let's get the Streltsy, and let's get the Streltsy. Nuke those guys down. Astro Chad is trying to run. Let's get you guys in there. Boink them down. Shoot here. You guys move up. Back objective looking safe-ish. The Skullcracker is just waiting to help out for when it's needed. So we'll move it out of the bushes here. And in the meantime, we'll keep going after those Streltsy. Although, honestly, let's get the Castellan on top of that thing. That's going to be pretty good. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think these are mostly Dervishes and Horse Archers. Okay, so what we can do is call in our Hobgoblin Corps to fight them. It's going to be very necessary here. All right, so he's going for the little Grommage. We're going to get the Bull Centaurs in there, the ones that have returned, although probably coming back here is going to be a bit safer. Skullcracker probably going to die to the charge, but it's going to look very cool doing it. And let's get in here. Support there. Astrogoth and company fighting the good fight. We do have Little Grom on the run. So now, do we want to switch and try and take out Little Grom? Wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Since it's in range, wouldn't be a terrible idea. This is bad. This is really bad back here. The way this is going, this is terrible. Probably going to lose us the game. The back objective victory for him is a disaster for us. Because getting objectives back for us is going to be very difficult. Okay, maybe we can punch down Little Grom. The Castellan characters are doing okay. Nothing like super crazy about their performance. We're going to need another Bull Centaur render, I think. Did that one really just break? The one over there? Holy shit, it did. So dervishes, what do we have? The winged lancers are really dominating us. That's the one thing we've had problems dealing with all freaking game. Little Grom is getting shot. We're going to get Astro Chad back here, see if he can do anything. Having Fireglaves on this map probably would have been a good idea. Probably would have been a good idea. All right, let's go fight you guys. We're going to dive Astro Chad there as well. Retreat you. Maybe just keep one in the fight. As the Bull Centaur renders can go and try and get away here. So we're going to just try and unsummon them. Get him back in the pool. We haven't Zulahood hard enough. Yeah, that's true. That would be pretty essential to our victory, I think. The Winged Lancers are just such a beast. Such a hard thing for us to deal with. Because our only like anti-large cav unit really has trouble keeping pace, I think. Okay, we killed his little Grom. I mean, that's something. But he's so far ahead on points. Don't give up, though. We can still win this. Let's go there. Let's go here. Astrogoth and company trying to boink these guys down. And then we're going to need to zip across here. And we could just rear charge them, but I think coming across there is going to be better. Let's do that. And we're going to go ahead and get some of these hobgoblins to move there for capture weight. I mean, his army is kind of raggedy, right? It's not looking great, but neither is mine. Although I do have the 2 Deathreakers still. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Astrogoth isn't needed here anymore. We need to go reclaim an objective, and then we need to probably start sending shit to his back objective, just super haggard. It's desperation time, basically. Okay, so the enemy lord is there. We can start nuking it. Let's get you guys here, and you guys on this unit. Astrogoth is going to go over there too. And the Bull Centaurs were able to defeat them, so let's just go secure what we can, get our back objective at least. Bull Centaurs can run those guys down. We can charge them there as well. Castellan's doing good. We just don't have enough agency on the field here. It's a problem. Oh, we're in the wrong fire mode. Okay, so that's unfortunate. All right, let's just keep clearing out capture weight, I guess. Castellan man can shoot here. And are we in the process of getting the objective back? We are, but he's already at 1,200 points. Very similar to the first game, it felt like. Very, very similar. But yeah, we need to plan for the long game, guys. We got to plan for it. Okay, so those guys are doing it. It's going to take a while for us to get this objective back. We are going to get it back, but Astrogoth is too weak right now. But this game we learned a bit. We had some plays that I thought were pretty interesting, like getting the, like look how beat up he is, man. It's very close. Very close, but he just has so much capture weight with those damn dervishes. Those dervishes are so hot right now, you know. It's hard to deal with them. All right, what can we shoot at? That's going to be remotely useful. Yeah, I guess just keep clearing out the infantry. You guys get up on the point here. Yes. Astro Chad and company can keep going after the Griffin Legion of the Woods. And we're going to need to get some skirmishers. So what are we at? 1,300 points. He's about to get to 1,400 too. Move you guys up. Castellan's still grinding it out. And are these dervishes? They are just dervishes. Okay. So dervishes, we're going to need to go try and fight them off here. Not going to be easy. So Bull Centaur boys will chase. Let's rotate here. We'll keep Astrogoth on the back objective. The Skullcracker was probably the weakest element of our build. I think that was the jank. Yeah, we're too slow. We're bleeding too many points. Like, we get our back one, then we move here. And you guys go there. You guys come here. I mean, I think this is winnable, but we have to play flawlessly. That is for sure. So we do manage to get a charge there. Let's get you guys up. Like, we have this point in like 2 minutes, but it's not enough time. GG, well played. Honestly, that's a hard-ass matchup. I think Fireglaves on that map would have been very good. Because we won the artillery duel, which is really unusual. Fireglaves instead of Castellans. The Castellans were an experiment that I think weren't great. And probably cost us a bit. Like, if we had 2 Fireglaves in their place and cut one of these, maybe we win that. But even still, it's not easy. GG, dog. Very well played. A report score. All right, guys. Hope you had fun tonight. Man, that was a sweaty old tournament. And it was a good run. It was a good run. Now, if you guys enjoyed tonight's tournament, please do drop a like. It helps out quite a bit. Helps keep the old Total War engine going. And we're going to go ahead and be back streaming tomorrow, maybe? I'm not sure. We're going to have something going on tomorrow. Maybe a stream. Something fun like that. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining. And yeah, I'll get some new bounties going, Rogue AI. I do need to do that. So I'll start doing those. We gatekept, we had to make sure he was worthy for the win, and he sure as hell was. All right, guys. See you around. Take care of yourselves. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. GG's, well played.